I know Randy can drink.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I guarantee Walt can hold his shit together better than
I've
Randy
never seen
can.
him poop. Oh, I get it.
He just pooped.
I get it.
I'm like,
He literally
I
just took a shit.
I didn't see him.
I stood by the
Dylan
door and
can't
asked
get-
if he wanted wet
That's why I'm
wipes.
fat.
Oh,
So
That's
sad.
normally my show prep.
Dylan can't get the camera working anymore. That's why we have him.
Yeah.
Oh, it's working.
Hey, everybody, and welcome to episode 219 of the Not For Human Consumption podcast.
That hit.
Your update on all the things.
It's like spiced.
Yeah, I almost
intro.
passed out. Fucking my eyes crossed.
I am episode 219's host, Matt. And with me tonight is Dylan, 30 songs a day Troxel.
30 songs a day, huh?
That's what you said. You're making
Oh,
a beat a day for a whole month.
You said 30 songs a day.
Well, a beat, a song. I'm sorry. I didn't
But
get into
30
some
a
magic.
day is excessive.
30 songs. Oh, 30
songs
songs.
a month.
One song a day for 30 days.
There you go. There you go.
For 30 months.
Thanks for catching it.
I was like, God
It's
damn,
already a
that's-
drinking episode.
You've already made me sound like I can't pull it off because I haven't done that.
He's all giving up on his goals.
Episode 219 starring Jay,
Hi.
the main... Episode 219 is executively produced by Walter J. Woe. Sitting at the big boy table.
Yeah. Yeah, I get to eat my turkey with the adults.
Welcome. Don't
Just
fuck it up.
Let
I
me
get to
cut
look
it
at
up
you
for
in the
you
real
first.
face in real time.
Yeah, let me cut it up for you first.
We even allowed him to take the lid off his sippy cup.
Yeah.
I was given a can.
And with us tonight is Brian and Jim from Drink a Beer and Play a Game / The Power Hour podcast.
Welcome.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Thank you for having us on. I know we already a couple beers deep at this point,
Yes,
but
sir.
really appreciate it, man. I know you guys talk to Jim the most, but I definitely appreciate coming on.
Well,
I already enjoy talking with y'all.
thank you guys for
And
taking
Dylan,
the
you're
time
doing a great job already.
See, these guys can stick around.
Yeah, they know how the thing works.
We're friends already.
And we've already found out that they're bad with knowing how time works.
Oh, yeah, because Arizona is the one true time that never changes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So they started drinking too early because you thought we were going on earlier, correct?
I just
about
want
an hour
to
and
make
a
a
half
correction.
ago.
Yeah. That was Jim. He fucked that up. So I started drinking at 9 when he told me this was going to start. I got all ready, and he's like, "Oh yeah, there's a time difference." 10 o'clock.
Sounds like he set you up, bud.
Hell yeah.
He's like, I'm going to
Worst
sound
part
like
is I was so short.
I'm
I
going to
thought I had
sound
it.
like the genius on this one. He's going to be hammered. I'm going to be okay.
So due to a little bit of technical difficulty, we got one of you on camera and one of you not. But if you are to vomit the one off of camera, please let us know, and you will win the new Barf Broad T-shirt that is coming to the guests that have vomited on this show very soon.
Coming to
I'm taking the microphone with me.
coming to a garbage pail near you.
It's a good design. I finally locked one in for the guests that
I
took
haven't
it
even
too
seen
far.
it. Are you going to show us?
I'm gonna not tonight.
Oh, and if you can, please
polish it up.
vomit into a Coleman cooler.
A cooler is part of the design.
Or a fun
Oh, nice.
vessel of your choice. I mean,
We would prefer a Coleman cooler. Walt, please do not.
all right, my bad again. I did something wrong again on this show. Fuck me in the ass.
You know.
Now you're getting it.
You know. You know the lore. Once a thing has been done once, it must remain.
Hey, Walter did the thing that every new host of this show does, and he brought mic stands.
Yep. It's a contribution, you know.
And I told Dylan that's because you're always bitching about the mic stand.
yeah,
I got one. I can just
he's gonna bitch about these at some point.
So
Cool.
I can just like
He's gonna
I
bitch
can get
about
up
that.
and I can get in the fucking
Knock
camera.
things over. Something's gonna get
on
knocked over. I already see it.
youtube.com/NFHC podcast. So
It's already wrapping around his frappuccino.
Jim, Brian,
Boys.
boys,
Good content.
are you guys there?
Oh yeah, I'm here. I'm waiting for the question.
There's probably a little delay too.
Tell our listeners a little bit about your podcast, like a little summary, if you will.
Go ahead, Jim. You're better at this than I am.
Yeah, so our podcast is called The Power Hour, and actually, a quick note to anyone thinking about starting a podcast, don't call it that, because you will be buried under 10,000 other podcasts also called The Power Hour.
Oh, shit.
By, like, uncreative drunks.
Oh.
Creative drums.
How did you feel when you guys came up with the Power Hour? Were you guys like, dude, this is the name?
Fucking got it!
I would love to think it was that profound. It was more like we only wanted to talk for roughly an hour and drinking an hour. It was like we weren't even really planning a podcast, but it was another, like, we did this site just as an excuse to drink and play games together.
Yeah.
And then the Power Hour was an extension of that to also talk with our fans, talk with people who want to write in.
Yeah.
So we were trying to combine that shit, and we're like, what's an easy name? And Power Hour popped up. I don't know shit about other podcasts, so I threw out that name. Jim doesn't fight it, and then we soon find out everyone and their mother has that. So yeah.
Hey, I'm sitting there going, that was a good idea. Yeah, it's a good one. Do that.
I was just going to say, at the station that I work at, we have a show called The Power Hour.
Yeah, exactly.
And every bar in the world, an hour before they close, it's called the Power Hour.
I think
Power Hour, yeah.
I actually really appreciate the name you guys did, but yeah, I guess that would be a SEO
Yeah,
nightmare.
but your channel is
Oh.
like a lot. You have a lot of stuff on the YouTube, especially. You guys have all kinds of different content. So
it's funny
nice.
because we also ran into the SEO nightmare of, as soon as you put beer in your name, it restricts the shit out of anyone searching for you. So if
really?
you just do reviews, like, we don't write like about always the beer shit, but the fact that it's our name, essentially it's just like, dude, as soon as we do a review of any random game, we're shit on because we have beer. So yeah, we fucked ourselves good and hard on those names.
we are all slaves to the algorithms.
Yeah.
And you have, like, even your descriptions, like, our last one had weed in it, so I'm sure that we're gonna fucking get some kind of shadow ban and
So we wanted to release some of our video versions of the podcast because our users, for the second half of the podcast, it's very community driven here. So they'll send us like prolapsed assholes, surprise
Great community.
surprise dicks. So we started an OnlyFans channel to upload it there, and our show descriptions kept getting our page banned. So we had to stop.
We're not welcome.
From OnlyFans?
Yeah, we can't show dicks on OnlyFans apparently. I don't know.
it's not a very good site.
Pornhub fucked us too.
Yeah, we got shit pulled off of Pornhub.
Maybe it's because we're showing other people's dicks.
So now all we do is just put like we put that pixelated filter over it and put it on YouTube, and they're fine.
Yeah.
So YouTube's the better
yeah.
one apparently.
Dylan has a great time editing buttholes and dick holes.
I've learned to edit the whole thing before I have to see it.
Yeah.
And then shrink it down to where I don't see any of it, and then I can see enough to edit and never. I don't even have to look at it anymore. You guys lose. I win.
No, we won because we get to see it in its full glory.
So what are you drinking tonight right now, boys?
Jim, I'll let you start since no one can see you.
Yeah, I am drinking from, I have this random like pack of a lot of stuff from straight over in Germany. So I'm drinking from the Propfeller, wait, no, I can never tell these. Oh, HC Bosch's, must be a brewery over there. The Propfeller beer. So it's got like a cool 1920s like World War I pilot on there.
Fuck.
That kind of look. So of course I can't show it right now.
I was just going to say, hey, hold it up to the camera.
Describing it pretty well.
A perfect audio podcast here. Yeah, 6.5% alcohol, and it's, you know, in a tall boy. So
Nice.
this is also like my fourth one at this point. So yeah.
Perfect.
Can
Welcome
you
to the show.
Drop a pic in the Discord?
Yeah.
Yes. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, in a live show.
We'll
Nice.
throw it up and whenever.
Yeah, then we can pull it up
we'll
on
throw
our
it up,
end for
whatever.
sure.
Yeah, and I'm already too deep in my Ship Bottom Brewing's Abominable Snow Monster Ale.
Holy, what?
So it's a really cool can. It's the Abominable Snowman surfing, which why the fuck would he be surfing? I know I'm.
Oh, that's-
I have it in the Discord. It's a cool ass can. It's a ale brewed with honey, sugar, plums, figs, and cherries. I didn't read that part. This shit is sweet and tart. It fucks with your mouth altogether. And I'm like I'm a couple weeks post COVID, so like my taste is already fucked up anyway.
Nice.
But 10% alcohol. So this boy hits hard. Doesn't feel like it at all. But as I said, I'm two cans of that deep, and I've moved on now to the Parting Glass from Naked Brewing Company.
I like Naked
Yeah.
and the Brewing Company.
And it's their bourbon barrel aged smoked porter. So it's basically, if you've ever drank bourbon that's been a little smoked, it actually tastes like that as a beer. So
I think that was the one we saw. Was that not the one we saw at Old Bevmo last night? Or the other Wednesday night?
I think maybe. Well, there was a lot of cool. So yeah,
Matt and I were like a kid in a toy store. We're like, oh, that one. Oh, that one. Oh, that one.
yeah. So in honor of you guys joining us this night, Jay and I, Matt here, host here, and Jay, we went on a little mandate to Bevmo, and
It was a mandate.
And thank you everybody on Patreon. You helped us do it. We scored a bunch of shit to drink with you guys.
Beautiful.
I'm gonna go grab the one that I wanted.
If you're doing that, grab the there's 4 cold glasses in the freezer for us. Sorry.
Started with the Spaten. I don't know how to say it.
Spaten Optimator.
Yeah.
It is it's hard to see in here. I need a light. I'm blind too.
Either you guys tried a Spaten Optimator before?
So I've had a couple things from Spaten. They're like the originator of the fuck is that? The Pilsner.
Yeah.
But like they're really good, but I haven't had the Optimator yet.
Their Primator's really good.
Yeah, it's a doppelbock.
So it is Spaten Optimator. It's brewed in Munich. Munich.
I thought it was always Munich from spy movies.
Yeah.
I think it's Munchen. I think I'm pronouncing it correctly. I hate it here. Germany. Since 1397, it's a Doppelbock, which for the laypersons, it's double Bock.
Okay.
It's 12 ounces, fluid ounces. It's 355 milliliters equivalent.
Okay.
Wow. We're getting
7.6% alcohol.
That's enough.
And
I think he's trying to skip over the malt liquor part.
no, I want to get to that. It's actually a malt liquor. So if you didn't know that,
He's doing the thing, Dylan.
yeah. So it's called.
He just says, yeah, now.
I will. So the reason why it's called Spaten is because it is actually from
afraid
Spatenbrau, Munich, Germany. So that's where the Spaten comes from.
Oh, man.
I'm scared.
Yeah.
I'm scared it's gonna pop.
Well, I know
And
you're
then
muscly, so you're like
Our
afraid to rip
second,
it out.
our second.
We don't need the ingredients this time.
I know. Give me a break. I know how I do me. So our second one is that we already cracked into is called the Original Sin. It's a Black Widow cider. It's blackberries and freshly pressed New York apples. 6% alcohol, and it's freaking
Sweet.
apparently it's the last cider you'll ever love.
I
is what
mean,
it says
the
on
first
can.
sip says it
Yeah.
right up Front Street. Do you guys get into ciders at all?
Oh, Black Widow. I get it. It's the last one you'll ever love.
Yeah.
God, they're so smart.
It's not technically a beer, but you guys get into some ciders, right? Don't you?
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
you should've let me
Ciders.
pour that.
Fuck that.
Dude, anything. You add alcohol to anything, we're going to drink the shit out of it. Yeah. Come on. Just like
And like
you
every
guys.
brewery
You know how this-
seems to have like their own cider that's always like kind of good too. So like,
Yeah.
Dude, these dudes were on their latest episode. Were talking about getting into that Baja Blast fucking.
Come on, tell me you guys aren't going to do some hard Mountain Dews.
I will definitely do some hard Mountain Dews. About a year or so ago, maybe a year and a half ago, I got into White Claw for a run there. I don't know why.
You did that for a while.
It was terrible.
They are.
It was good for a minute. I was like, I feel so fresh at the end of the episodes.
The glass is too cold.
you're hydrated the whole time.
Yes.
See, buy the refreshing, like I say.
Dude,
don't
you
think
said
I got
fresh.
You gotta do
Matt.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, there is.
Dude,
It's all foam. It's
The
just 'cause
problem
glass is too
with
cold.
White Claws
Just gotta
and
let
all
it
those
settle.
seltzers, I've only had them because of Jim, because his house is always stocked with that and Keystone.
Yeah.
So every time I go to a
Goddamn right.
party, it's like that's the shit I have to drink when I'm there. But seltzers, yeah, they don't sell. I don't. They're like the Zimas of today. I don't know. I don't like them.
I don't know what. I think I did it as a
settle.
goof. I brought him to the podcast as a goof, and then I just kept fucking doing it forever, and I don't know why. I swear they gave me a vertigo. That's when I stopped. Fucking White Claws.
You mean the alcohol that tastes like a fruit farted in the room next to it? Like it doesn't taste like 2 seconds, and it tastes like you like all of a sudden you drink it and you're like, oh, that the taste left so fast. I don't even know what it was.
Yeah, they're not good. This golden drock that we have.
Why do you have such a hard time saying it?
Okay, Manich.
Country of origin, please.
The glasses maybe were too cold.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because we got
They're settling.
You got a lot of head on that guy.
Yeah, they kind of.
Dylan's not our resident drinker either, but he did a good job.
I probably did a terrible job.
We build the studio. He pours our beers.
By the time I'm finished with my other 2 drinks, the head will go away.
Dylan
the only
gave us
one
the
I wanted.
most head.
It's because the only one that I liked of the bunch.
Mine's ready.
Because I've had it before.
So I know you guys sample a bunch of different beers all the time, but do you guys have a favorite one? Like the absolute go-to?
Let's make it.
Oh shit, that's a really tough one. There's one called I think it's called Viking Blood, and it's
Jesus
basically
Christ.
You shook
it's
your beer.
basically like 18%, and it comes in a glass, kind of like that golden drock that you're drinking, which I know like around us that's like $20 a bottle just for that thing.
It was $20.
Yeah, so it's like I like things like that where you're gonna take your time, appreciate it, sip it. So stuff like that shit is always very delicious. So good choice on that. I've had that before. It's really good.
What's it called again? The one you were talking about?
I think it's called Viking Blood. It comes in like a clay or like stone style bottle, very similar to what you have there, like in size, but it's just full of really strong. It's heavy, but it's got a little tiny tinge of sweetness, and it's not too boozy.
Is it like those Abbey Ale bottles?
Yes, just like those. Yep. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that's probably my if I had to pick a favorite, I'd go with something like that.
Nice.
Mine's just Lagunitas IPA. I'm simple,
That's
man.
good.
Solid.
Laguntas.
Anything from there.
Oh, dude, they're so funny. What?
Yeah, I guess my favorite beer is it comes out of Seattle from Duchette's Brewery. It's called the Dissonant. It's like a bourbon barrel aged cherry sour, and
it's pretty good. I can do like one of them.
Have
It's
I been
a little too much cherry?
Have I been saying the label Deschutes wrong?
I think it's.
oh, dude, I fucked it up for years until someone in like a podcast episode was like, "You, what the hell did you just call that?" And then he like kind of did it phonetically, and I was like, "Oh, I'm freaking."
What is
Excuse
it
me,
again?
ma'am.
I'm
It's
sorry.
Duchette's.
Deschutes? That sounds so much better than
Is it Duchette's or
Yeah.
Deschutes?
Is this Deschutes?
Duchette's?
Oh, Oregon. Shit.
Well, I know because my favorite beer.
Jim, you don't know your shit.
My
I know it's West Coast. After that, I get it's a little cloud.
Yeah, my favorite beer is from Deschutes. Duchette's, whatever.
Duchette's.
They're
Just Duchet.
the Abyss. I love Deschutes Abyss. That shit is so good. It is 11.6%.
God damn.
Ooh.
It's
Yeah,
delicious.
see, like we almost never get them over here, so we're all the way in Philadelphia. So,
okay.
like for anything to come from all the way from over there, then it always like it's like a random like 1 or 2 bottles in stock for like a second. Gotta be lucky to see it. So it's one of those weird ones over here.
Have you had Rasputin?
Stout.
No.
It's an imperial stout.
Oh
So
yeah,
good.
it's a Russian Imperial. Ooh,
That's my
it's-
favorite style you're mentioning right now.
So that Deschutes Abyss is very similar, but the Abyss, it's boozy. Like it's boozy. It's like got that alcohol, the fumes, like from shots that just kind of rise up through your nose, but it's very, very good. It comes in goblets.
Goblets?
When you order it at like a bar, they put in a goblet.
The last time
Ooh, that
I had
looks good.
something that came in a goblet was that Adler Ale.
Prince.
Adler Ale.
That fucking what is it? Desert Eagle Brewery here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And
Dylan blacked out drunk,
Yeah,
dude. It was so fun.
I had 2. They would only let you have 2 of them, and I drank 2 real quick to get. We waited for some shitty band to be done.
'Cause that's like the only place to drink close to the Nile.
Yeah. So you go there, and I pounded 2. They were like 13.5% or some shit. I don't know.
That's Desert Eagle Brewery.
I had a hard time for like 4 hours.
So yeah, Dylan isn't a resident drinker, like I said,
No.
and these things in a goblet. And he's got very low body weight because he is low body fat. He is the most fit guy on the podcast, according to himself last episode.
And visually
appealing in the
you
mirror.
can look, you can see if we're all standing next to each other proportionately. I have the best body.
I don't know what you're talking about, man.
But if we were filming a movie, they'd make you walk up on a lift.
Tom Cruise
They would.
is a fucking billionaire.
You would live in a shire.
So what we're saying, guys,
Dylan's not tall.
Dylan would be great in Days of Thunder.
Dylan would be great Days of Thunder.
Dylan must be this tall. Is
Right,
what I'm
that's
saying.
Yeah.
But anyway, so these two goblets of fire fucking shat upon him, and he was in the middle of a street. There was a dry metal club. You couldn't drink.
Meryl Streep?
And anytime a band that sucked, you just go get hammered real quick for the metal festivals. I almost said metal again.
Metal.
He's
Metal festivals.
And you can only order 2 before they cut you off there.
Yeah, like that was it. You
can't drink the rest of the night there.
Of that.
Yeah.
No, you couldn't
That's-
you can't drink anymore.
Oh, they're all good night, my
That's-
friend.
Yeah,
That's, well, I bet for you too.
He was singing in the middle of the street to songs that didn't make sense.
That's like as much. 2 of those is like as much fluid as that's in your body.
dude, I almost threw up so many times.
This is good.
It's really
This
good.
is fucking good.
Dylan, I do have a question.
It actually tastes
Because
better
you're not
draft.
as big of a drinker,
still good,
what do you prefer when you are drinking beers? You want that shit to be boozy and strong, or do you just want it to go down real easy?
It's not really a beer drinker.
Well, when I do drink beer, we have I don't know if you've ever had Four Peaks, anything from them, but they're from
Is
Arizona.
that Colorado?
It's an Arizona
okay.
beer, but I think Anheuser-Busch bought them.
Yeah, a couple years
But
ago.
they have one called Kilt Lifter, which is it's like an Irish
It's a Scottish
or
ale.
Scottish.
It's like
Sorry, Matt. I didn't mean to offend.
it's like
Those are my favorite,
it's like a red with a hint of IPA.
That's why like
it's
the
a
red.
hoppy red.
It's rough.
It's good, but then they have a couple other ones, but I haven't. This is the first drink I've had in a while, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
I was gonna say, how are you liking that one? Because as a non-drinker, that's pretty strong.
When he said that they had this, I was happy because
Yeah.
I've had this before.
Ooh.
One of my favorites used to be the New Belgian 1554.
Oh, yeah.
That used to be one of
is good.
one of my favorites.
I do.
There's not a New Belgian that I don't like, to be honest.
I don't like their IPA lines. Well, I mean,
None
I'm
of
not a
them?
huge IPA fan, but
I do Captain and Coke. I don't fuck with beers really.
You don't drink nothing no more.
Coke,
You're no
all
fun
right.
no more.
I am a lot of fun.
I started smoking weed again to hang out with you. You still don't drink with me.
he used to do.
Matt here, sad guy here.
Dylan's drink of choice used to be the White Russians.
well, I like White Russians, but you can't
So
drink
much
those all
milk.
the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a all the time drink.
Fart and a
That's like a
hangover.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's you're hungover already with
Oh,
like alcohol shits, but now you have milk shits too.
I do like a good
They're-
mead.
It's their ice cream shits basically.
Fennec said,
Ooh.
by the way, Jay hates on Dylan drink.
Oh, yeah.
See,
Oh yeah.
it's
Drink
fucking
again.
That
goddamn-
is, that's part of the drinking show.
Yeah.
Cheers.
So I fell into a TikTok hole
Yeah.
where it was like, do you want to make mead? It's stop letting everyone tell you can't. Here's the easiest way to make mead really quick.
Gonna make some fucking meat again.
And it seemed like a really good, you might go blind kind of mead.
You just squeeze out a sweat rag from a hobo.
So you got to
Yeah.
grab a bathtub.
So we're gonna make fucking not for human consumption.
Not with
fucking
these tubs.
moonshine mead. I think.
Moonshine. Oh, yeah. It was called Moonshine Mead.
Well, that's what I called it. That's what it looked like.
Yeah, let's just finish this process of my eyes not working.
Yeah, dude. We'll fucking get. I'm not gonna drink it. I don't drink. So fucking have fun.
yeah, Jim, Brian, when was your last blackout drunk that either of you told each other because the one won't know?
Ooh. Well, see, here's the deal.
Do you remember yourself last
That
night?
was the best phrasing of that question.
Who wants to forget first?
So here's the deal. Jim is all of our friends. He is the always blackout drunk friend.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter. Somehow he drinks all the time and he never gained a tolerance. You know what's funny?
Oh, shit.
I just had a conversation about how fucked up I used to get, and I'm not advocating this. I don't remember how I drove home.
Oh, okay.
But I never actually got the full blackout where I didn't remember shit from the past day. So, Jim, I'm gonna let you fully take this one because you have too many of these memories.
He's all, yeah, I don't remember.
I've timed out a few times.
Well, they
just
say when you have one blackout, they're easier to get.
What?
It's true. Like the last big one I had was at there's a game convention that comes through Philly every year called Too Many Games.
Yeah.
So I went to that with our buddy Dan from Console Wars and met up with some of our friends.
Nice.
So we start doing a drinking game as we're just hanging out in a hotel. And by the time we get down there, we're already both about, I don't know, at least 10 beers in.
Oof.
And we were basically drinking the entire time we were on the floor. So probably by about 6, 7 o'clock, I don't remember anything.
Perfect.
And then I just wake up to a bunch of text messages of where are you? We can't find you. We're leaving. And the next thing I remember that night is just like me on the floor with my pants in my ankles and my head's in the toilet. Like I've been puking apparently for hours. But poor Dan standing in the shower.
Why
taking
were
a
your
piss.
pants down?
I won't move. I don't know.
Oh man.
I would love to know why.
I don't think that guy was pissing in the shower. I think he was washing you off him.
He was so gentle.
With piss.
He was so gentle.
Dude, but all of Jim's blackout stories are that, and then he tells me, I wasn't there with him, he goes, dude, my wrist hurts for like a week after that. I don't know what I did with it. I was like,
Oh no.
it's better you don't remember.
No, 2 fingers were numb for about a month after, so I really don't know what happened.
2 numb fingers?
I hate
That's a good episode title.
That's an episode
Oh,
title.
that is an episode title. Drink.
Two numb fingers.
Everybody has to drink for
I hate hangover
Episode
injuries.
title, drink.
Cheers.
Hangover injuries are the worst because I'm also the blackout drunk guy. Like, what happened? Why do I have this burn on my leg?
I have a few of them. I have one that had multiple like layers to it. But I can tell you when I told you I drank so much Magners I pissed the bed that night we were at the bar and I remember starting it off and I remember halfway, like I remember most of getting to the strip club we went to that our friend was a bar back at and my friend's girlfriend, and we used to go there all the time. And standard ops, when I walk through the door, she has a tall glass of warm Jameson for me every time because that's how I like to drink it. So, and I was already fucking 6 Magners and 6 Jameson shots in.
Oof.
And so we go there and I'm like, yeah, bad idea. Glug, drink that. Then I'm sure there was multiple other things. I know the last thing I remember drinking was a grape bomb.
Fuck's a grape bomb.
It's like Jägermeister and grapes shit. Something.
Vodka, grape. Yep.
So
Fuck.
the next thing I remember is opening my eyes and I'm leaning against the wall in the shitter stall with my dick out. So I must have gone in there to piss and I leaned against the wall and passed out standing up. And I get out and the strip club's closed. And I walk out and there's nobody fucking there. I'm like, what? How fucking long was I standing in the stall?
Oh,
And
man.
I lost my glass. I didn't know where my glasses were. I went out, and luckily, my buddy Ian was still working, and he was just cleaning up in the back. He's all, bro, where the fuck have you been? I'm like, I just took a piss. He's all, how long? I'm like, apparently a minute. I don't know. And I was like, where's everybody? He's like, dude, you've been missing for like 3 hours. I'm like, oh. I'm like, you seen my glasses? He's like,
God.
no, dude. I'm like, I don't know how I'm getting home. He's like, I'll fucking give you a ride. And then later I pissed the bed.
Dude, I've kind of been there. What do you call it? There's a thing in Philly for the longest time called a wing bowl because we never won Super Bowls for like 50 years. So the Saturday before, they'd have a big eating competition. It's just a reason to start drinking at like 6 in the morning. So at the time I was in a band, and so I'd been up all night with them drinking, and then a buddy texted me at like 4 in the morning going, hey, I have free wing bowl tickets. You want to come? I go, yeah, sure. So we started drinking in the parking lot, and I remember telling him I have to go piss. And at this point, it's about 7 in the morning. The next thing I remember is just me waking up on the floor of a public toilet. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And I go out to the parking lot, and I took my parents' car down, and I get to my parents' car, and the side rear mirror is kicked off. I'm just going, oh, this is good. It's the kind of drive where you just come home, you just walk by them, and just go, I'm going to bed, and they go,
You
we
hope
know.
you hope that you wake up and none of it happened.
You just hope you wake up dead.
I had a New Year's blackout. I woke up in my friend's bedroom, her spare bedroom. It was my friend's wife, ex-wife, whatever. I went to his house. I got into his house. I don't know how I got there. I was covered in mud. And I remember like walking up to his house, but I don't remember why I walked there or how or where I got out. I had to have gotten out of a car somewhere, and he's not answering, and I can't get in the house. And his ex-wife lived right down the street, so I walked over there and I knock on the door, and she's like, "Where have you been? Everybody's looking for you." And she's like, "What happened to you?" And I'm like covered in mud. I'm like, "Oh, I need to sleep and I'm cold." So I go to bed. I wake up, dude. I've got like rocks and shit in my pockets, mud everywhere, and I don't know where my phone is. Right? So I'm like, I need a ride over to my buddy Jake's because my keys are there and I need to get in my house. Well, my buddy that was with me as my roommate took my keys. So when I got there, she dropped me, and I don't know, it was a whole ordeal because I drove over there the night before. I couldn't get to my truck because my roommate took the keys, so I had to do this back and forth to get my keys. And then I finally get home and I open my MacBook and I'm like, "Where's my phone?" I do the Find My Phone. It was at a crossroads out here. We all know it's called Grand.
Oh.
And it's multiple roads into one point followed by a railroad track. My phone was stuck halfway in the mud next to the railroad track.
So you almost died by fucking decapitation of train.
And it wasn't like a flat, like it was angled, and all around it was like lava rock. I'm like, oh, that's where the rocks came from in my pockets. And I don't think I put them there. I think I'm guessing when I walked over there, I saw this like slide out in the mud. I'm like, oh, I must have fallen down this.
You left like a meteor
slope.
skid in the dirt.
Yeah,
like
that's because my shoulder of my coat was covered in mud. And when I went back there, but at this point I was in just like gym shorts and a shirt. I get it. I get my stuff. I find my phone still on, not even broken. I'm like, how the fuck? Like it was like Excalibured in the mud. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. So I go back and I finally talk to my buddy. He's like, bro, what the fuck happened? I'm like, I don't know. But I found my phone on the tracks over by, and I tell him where the area. He's like, bro, I thought that was you. He's like,
I remember seeing you.
He's like, were you wearing a blue shirt? I'm like, yeah, it was my Star Wars AT-AT shirt. And I'm like, yeah, that was me. He's like, what the fuck happened last night? I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, did I jump out of the car? He's like, yeah, like right near that area. Oh, cool.
I think my last blackout was fucking documented here on the podcast, and it lasted for days because it was like a holiday weekend.
Walt's new, so he's partying.
He's still drinking his nerves away.
Back when I was a fan.
Oh, this was a guest, one of the guest episodes?
No, because, all right, so it was like a holiday weekend, and Trevor and I got drunk one night, but we had like a couple days off.
It's multiple of these.
And then fucking...
Multiple.
We listened to the podcast that next Tuesday back at work.
Multi-piles.
And he's like, oh yeah, we left like a couple voicemails, huh? And then I fucking listened to the podcast. I was like, bro, we left 8 fucking voicemails. And you guys were like, and this isn't on the same day. This is multiple days at different times. I just got drunk for like 3 days.
Yeah.
I didn't remember any of those.
The timestamps were all over the place.
Yeah.
I didn't remember any of them. I was just like, okay, that's what I was doing.
So Jim,
and Dylan, as you're hearing all that, you don't want to become a drinker?
So let's not confuse anything. I have drank a lot, and there's a reason that I don't drink much now. The last time I had an almost blackout was I was trying to black out. I'm like, let's see if we can black out tonight. I was having a bad time.
Yeah.
And it was Matt's band was playing a show.
Oh,
I had a mosh pit by myself.
Yikes.
Someone asked if I was autistic.
Oh, so is that Club Red?
No, it's at the Marquee Theater.
Oh, wow.
That was a big place.
somebody
big
did
dance
ask
floor.
if you were autistic.
I punched a barricade. It almost broke my hands. My brother drugged me out as I was screaming at an ex-girlfriend to go fuck herself.
Jesus.
Dylan had a hard time for a minute.
That was the last time I really liked drinking.
That's true.
And then ever since then, it's been like very minimal.
See, it's fun.
I quit drinking for like a year after that.
Drinking's fun if you like just like relax with it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, it's good.
Which
But-
I was trying to do tonight, but you're like, do you not like that beer? I'm like, no, I'm just relaxing with it.
I know. We're like, chug it, you
I know.
fucking
I'm
pussy,
like-
the alcoholic motherfucker.
Like that one got poured. I'm like, oh, there's still half of this. Better get rid of it.
See, now as I've not drank
As a grown
as a
man.
grown man, and I smoke way more weed than I ever have in my life, probably.
Yeah.
Goddamn right you do.
When I drink, I just feel like shit.
Yeah.
And
So,
it's not. I'm like, ew. I'm just gonna smoke weed. It's way more fun.
Matt here, host here. I'll touch real quick on feeling like shit. I drink
Touch and feel me.
since we've been live in the studio again. You know, in a post-COVID situation or whatever. I guess.
I don't know. Who fucking knows?
But
Weird.
we've been partying a little harder here since we've been back because we, like
like
you guys,
still
we went
there.
separated
I'll
from each
share
other for
story
a
with you
while.
About that later.
Hold on.
Sorry.
Yeah, we just started that too, getting back together, man.
Yeah, so
How long did you guys stay in different spots before getting back?
it was a few months, and then we did 2 episodes, and then had to separate for a completely different reason. And then we just got back the past 7 episodes.
Yeah, so we went like a year almost.
Almost
Yeah.
a full year of
was-
separation.
208, I think, was the first one back. And we're on 219, so like 11 episodes ago, yeah.
It was a disease that kept us at home, and then another disease.
Yeah.
That somebody won't fucking die
Yeah.
from.
We didn't have it. The other person had it and is still alive from it.
Yeah, that's too bad.
We're waiting for it to kill him.
So how for you guys, how'd it feel getting back to the live studio with each
How are you
other?
guys doing?
I mean, getting together in the studio, it also is a combo. Like when you, let me ask
I'm
you,
saying
when
whatever
you
we say.
guys were doing it separate, obviously getting together, getting drunk with your buds, there's nothing better.
Yeah.
But the convenience of not having to do that,
It is true.
there's something to that. So there's that. But I definitely I prefer. Like that's the whole purpose of why we did this shit to begin with.
Yeah, for
it was
real.
an excuse like girlfriends, now wives, like, yo, we got this thing we're committed to X amount of times per week, so we're getting together,
So
you know.
I'll be home later and I'll be all fucked up.
I kind of look at it like this: is
Exactly.
like as you age as a man, it's harder to find more and more time to hang out with your friends unless you create a project. So
Yes.
being in bands and then starting a podcast, I realized that this is like kind of our generation moving forward's old bowling league that our dads and shit used to do.
Yeah.
Because who the fuck
Country
would-
clubs, bowling leagues, all the shit we don't belong
It's
to.
our bocce ball crew.
It's our bocce.
Well, like Matt, so Matt and I went to the same schools and everything. We did not know each other at all. He was a year below me, but we never knew each other except in bands. But we went to school together. But I never saw this kid my entire life inside school. It was only and I don't know, since we've been 15 or 16 years old, we've known each other. But I never. It was the weirdest thing. You go to school. It's not like a huge school. It's big enough, but we just never.
Enough to run into each other for sure.
But we didn't.
Like retards at a picnic.
Yeah, none of us did. None of us did. Yeah, Duke, Cody. The only one I ran into in school was Mike. I never knew anybody else in school that I went to. We all went to the same school, and I never fucking crossed paths with these guys fucking once. And all of a sudden we're like, "Oh, you're in a band? Cool!" Like, because we're in a studio. Like, sweet. Where do you go to school? What? Wait, where? like the same one I do? No, it's got to be somewhere else.
Yeah, how long have you two known each other? Like, you guys sound like pretty tight.
You
Bros.
just basically described our exact relationship. We didn't know each other in high school. We went to the same exact high school, didn't know each other.
Same year. Almost the same classes.
Same class, the same year, like almost everything the same. I met him in college through another friend. But what's funny is we both had a story of a particular incident where I got in trouble at the table I sat at lunch in high school. We used to, like, whatever. We were fucking idiots. We used to throw things.
Yeah.
And we had this goofy-ass thing at lunch where it was called Lemon Sugar Day, where you'd put a sugar straw in a lemon and then drink it, because it was like ghetto lemonade. I don't know what else to call it.
like a pixie stick?
Yeah, kind of like that. And our table...
like a candy cane almost.
Yeah, so our table was like, we got the bright idea, we're just going to throw the lemons. And Jim is telling me a story of he was at a lunch table and got hit in the back of the head with a lemon. And I was like, what period were you lunch? And there's a very high possibility I pegged him in the back of the head with a lemon. That's without knowing him.
It was his first period. You made that day really bad for him.
Yep. And years later, we're like, yo, we met in college. We've been friends since. And then there was a joke of, I won't go into too many details for your sake, Jim, but I'll say, I was like, he was mentioning a certain family member, and I said, one day you're going to be part of my family. His future wife ended up being the sister of my wife.
Whoa.
So I joke around, and I say, I told you you'd be wrapped under my family one way or another.
Fucked around and found out.
I mean, yeah.
What do you call it? Like,
yeah.
I just got out of a relationship, and my wife's sister just got a relationship, so... She was like, oh, we should just hook them up to get out of their system. I'm like, whatever. So we all met up at a bar one night, and 9 years later, they're married, and now he's in my goddamn family.
That's fucking crazy.
Did you guys smash the first night?
Yeah. No, not the first night. It was a few nights after, but it was very apparent. I told my wife, she pissed off a lot of people, like a lot of girls that she stole from me. But Jim and his wife were both pissed off. They're like, it wasn't supposed to get serious.
That was my question. Like, was Jim and his wife like, what the fuck? They were just supposed to bang it out and move on.
Yeah.
No, every time we hang out with them now, we're like, fuck, we caused this.
Damn.
Well, good job.
Then, yeah.
So did you leave it in her? You have any kids?
Oh, yeah, 2 kids.
Good job.
I mean, is there options outside of leaving it in? I mean,
he just answered the in or on question.
Yeah, so we used to ask every guest in or on, and they'd be like, what? Like, you come in or on? So he's an in man.
Yeah, you're an in man.
It's like, come on, after you discover like hand jobs are worthless, you move on from there.
Nobody gives you a better hand job than yourself.
Would that be an...
Oh, dude. They're just smashing it.
If this was Australia, would he be an inmate?
Did you just J us?
I looked at Jay when I said it. He didn't.
I'm gonna save Dylan real quick.
I get it.
He didn't give me anything.
I get it, but the jail connotations aren't good.
I'm gonna save Dylan's joke real quick because
nobody wants to get jerked off with a toilet paper roll.
Matt here, host here, recently reacquired smoking weed here. So now I'm smoking too much weed and having these random thoughts. And one I had last night was
Stoned Alone.
Stoned alone. Do our guests partake? May I ask that? Do you guys partake in the greeneries?
So unfortunately in Philly, it's not legal.
Oh.
We can't.
Never do anything unlegal.
I'll just say we can't.
Okay.
So
what do you call it? I used to be a big fucking pothead, but once I got like my job, I quit just in case. So that kind of deal. Now it's the kind of thing I'll do like once a year on vacation, but besides that,
Yeah, me too. Totally.
So Brian, you're a parentheses smoker.
I'm just, so it's funny because maybe coming from the household I didn't ever do it just because the chance of shit illegal. But I'm like waiting for that day it becomes a legal thing, and then I can fully partake.
So,
but yeah.
I have anxiety issues, and smoking was very fun for a lot of my life.
Nice job, Jay.
But then it was like, it felt so illegal as I aged. Now that it's legal, I'm like, fuck it. So I recently acquired the taste again to try to bond with Dylan here.
Dylan
I
here.
fix Warzone
Dylan here,
files
fit
so
here.
we could fucking shoot people together. I do a lot for this man.
I
I built
appreciate
him
it.
this studio.
Yeah.
It looks beautiful in here, man.
Thank you.
Totally.
But now I get these fucking dumbass thoughts late at night after freeze piping these these degenerate substances. And then I thought of, does a hand job from a deaf person count as oral?
I'm going hard no on this.
That took me. I'm like, wait a second.
I'm going hard no.
They talk with their hands.
Yeah.
Their mouth ain't broken.
They probably
Sounds
get-
don't come out right. That's all.
That's probably a great
Well,
hand
that would be
job.
like considering a
I was
pencil
gonna
a
say
mouth.
it's probably better.
Yeah.
Did you guys not hear Brian say hand jobs were worthless just like 5 minutes ago?
Yeah, but from a
Hey.
deaf person, does it count as oral?
I mean, it's not going to be toothy.
Yeah.
I'll accept it.
All right.
You might catch a hangnail or something.
I had a stone to live.
Would a hangnail would a hangnail
one.
hold on, would a hangnail from a deaf person to hand job be the equivalent of a
Canker
toothy blowjob from a non-deaf?
Oh, God.
So
Answers?
That fucking took a second too. Hold on, I'm catching up to what you said. That's fucked up.
It's still
I would rather have a
It
toothy
fully
blowjob
makes
than
sense.
a hangnail
Well,
hand
no,
job.
is it the same though?
Oh.
If because of Matt Stone's
see what you're
thoughts,
saying.
would a hangnail from a deaf person hand job be the same as a toothy blowjob from a non-deaf person?
You just made his
Are-
stoner thought worse.
Are nails-
480-788-7330. Leave
the
your
tooth
thoughts.
of
the teeth of the hands.
I mean,
for the deaf.
I think it's the same material. I'll have to look into
Jay,
it.
Jay, I have a alternate question to that.
Okay.
If you do get a toothy blowjob, how do you warn them they're doing it?
You don't hit them in the chin.
You don't do that ever, though. You don't do that ever.
I think they'll get it. I think they'll get it when you go fucking pee-pee soft in their mouth.
Ow.
You're like, yeah, it's
What's that?
definitely you.
This is
I usually just slowly back myself out.
Yeah. I've done that. You like back them out, and then you just like
moonwalk the way
you're
out
like
of it.
Let's try something different for a minute.
your aggressiveness to seem like you're sexy, being sexy or romantic, whatever. It turns into you just getting them off your dick. So you're like, I need something soft. After
get 'em
these,
the fuck
after these vanity bones have scraped away a fresh layer of skin on my penis,
Ouch.
and then you just
I don't like
You know what I
Discord
mean?
right now.
You guys are gentlemen. That shit. I mean, I haven't been in that situation, but if there's a tooth, that hurts real quick. You
yeah. I mean, but you don't want to ruin your chances of,
It's a gamble.
impregnating or not impregnating, but definitely coming in a woman because she has problems with her teeth. You know what I mean?
Tooth problems can be fixed.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm here to tell you.
God damn it.
So,
You can't punch them all.
Dylan, what was...
like, you can't. Like,
That's how I
hold
make
on.
a living.
This is honest to God. Have you ever? Honest to God, I've done this. I swear. I'll put it on my mother's ashes.
I don't know.
swear
if
to God,
you
I've
should
done this.
swear.
Are you going to
Listen,
tell us about a
have
blowjob
you-
on your mother's ashes?
Yes.
I hope so.
Yes. Have you ever used your mother's ashes? No. Have you ever dipped your dick in your mother's ashes?
No!
Is that considered necrophilia?
Maybe.
Finish it!
Have you ever been who by a round of
God, Jim.
by a round of who's received a toothy blowjob?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, of course.
No, okay. So,
Yeah,
have you ever been getting it and you start
Yes.
and you start going like this? Like you like hoping like you start rolling your own lips over your teeth hoping that like somehow like it will like by reverse osmosis get into her brain that she needs to soften up her teeth.
You're Jedi mind tricking
You're
her
like-
to fix it?
Just cover up the
You will not
fronts.
scrape this, Mom.
Yeah. Have you ever found yourself
you will not
doing
scrape
that?
this frenulum.
I
We'll
don't
get to him.
know
Kind of
now.
like when you're like somebody's like talking, you're like I don't know, or
when,
like they
when
have
they're
a
chewing
booger
with their mouth open, and you're like,
yeah, or they have a booger and you're going, you're wrinkling, you're like,
no, I'm putting,
maybe they'll see me doing this with my nose and they'll think, is it my nose?
I'm putting way too much thought into the last toothy
No, you've
blowjob I
never-
even got. Like,
Yeah.
Thanks. I don't think so. Have you guys?
No.
I mean, let's put it this way.
You know that you've done it. Or maybe you have, maybe
right?
you don't know that you did it.
Subconsciously.
Subconsciously. Fuck.
It's like
I use that as a perfect excuse. Let's move on to something else. Like, yeah, let's move on.
Yeah.
Like,
but it's like it's kind of like when you're watching a movie and for some reason like you try to see more of the screen by moving your head a little bit. like why am I doing that? I'm an idiot. It's kind of the same
adjusting.
thing. You're just like,
Oh my god.
I like Brian's idea. Let's move on to something else. Let me chew on your pussy for a second.
yeah.
I don't like any of this.
Let me grind that clit between my teeth like an M&M.
My dick has
That's
never
not
been
allowed.
so soft in my entire life.
With this conversation,
In this conversation.
or because of teeth.
And this is what Stone Thoughts is all about.
Teeth
Walter's
don't-
fucking
you're not in-
last one
All right.
just made it go.
Oh, I'm sorry I killed your heart on,
Like,
dude.
no, but like forever, I think.
Him not remembering his last toothy blowjob.
No, the way that he said something about.
Chewing on pussy.
There you go.
yeah,
Jesus.
pretty, that is pretty
That's
bad.
not right.
Yeah.
I think my balls got smaller.
That's
Big
what I'm
League Chew.
saying. You see, you felt it, right? Yeah, you felt it.
I kind of went numb.
So does
Like I don't feel like I have balls anymore.
I just want to get the record straight. So it's okay to talk about toothy blowjobs, but not big league chew pussy. All right. All right.
It's the things you're saying.
I'm
Walt.
new. I'm still learning.
It's how you're saying the things. It's not. It's
This is
like
how you
when
learn the rules.
it's like when Dylan said "caress the pussy."
Yeah.
It didn't sound right coming out of his mouth.
I think that word just needs to stop.
Pussy.
Yeah, it's not a good
so
one.
does the power hour have these problems?
With two
oh
people.
man,
What? Oh, a
don't
lot of
think we have
talking
quite-
over.
Oh, Jay is a powerhouse, by the way.
I think.
Holy fuck, man. That was funny as hell. Good job.
Dylan, I love the hate for the word, but what would you want to use in place of it? That's the question. 'Cause now you got me thinking. I'm like,
Would you rather have said
Let's
snatch?
see a good word.
Great movie.
You know,
Axe wound.
I think
Damn it.
Chewing on your axe wound.
there's something
Stench
about
trench.
pussy that just fucking.
See? How did that make you guys feel just now? Power hour. How did him?
Pee real hard.
It sounds weird, right?
I did it weird on purpose.
It's like your child
Yeah.
saying a curse word to you for the first time.
yeah, you know, but I think
You're
it's
like, what?
It might be the boomer vagina word.
The boomer pussy word?
Yeah.
Boomer pussy? I think it's just boomer pussy now.
Yeah, when you're
That's a good episode title.
when you're out there eating boomer pussy, the B makes it softer.
I just wish we could go back to calling it a cunt,
The pussy.
you know?
Oh my god.
Smash
Now you're
that.
getting specific.
I like that.
Yeah.
Cunt is too good for an insult, though.
It's such a good
But it's
word.
not even an insulting word.
I know, but when you call someone a cunt, they feel really shitty about it.
And it's an empowering word. when
Yeah,
you say
but
it.
you
You're
guys
like,
don't when I'm like, I love you, cunts.
Every time I do it on Facebook, I catch a ban.
So our boy Dane out in New Zealand, he said when I say cunt on Twitch and in the podcast or whatever we do, he says it hits harder even though they use it every day, every 5 seconds because they're from New Zealand.
because an American said it.
Yeah,
It's like outlawed here.
Whoa.
Is that- No, I'm not going to say
But-
that.
Dude, you know what? I can appreciate that
I'm gonna
because
hold
I
that
did
one
have
in.
some friends from England. Same deal. They use that so often. It's the same way as you had that friend the first time they use the word fuck. Like when they say it so awkwardly, you're like, it doesn't sound right coming from you. Like there's a way you say it.
Oh, that
So-
religious friend we had.
Yeah.
Is that like, does that hit like the N word?
Whoa.
Like when it,
Whoa,
like
hey.
when,
Yes. Actually, you know what? Yes, it does.
In a
I
weird
know what
way,
you're trying
yeah.
to say. Where I grew up, yes, absolutely.
yeah, it's similar in that fashion. When somebody like us says it, it hits way different.
What about the gay N word?
That one hits bad all the way around. Dylan has invented the gay N word, by the way.
Oh,
I didn't invent it. I just that's
What is
what
it,
I go. It's just what I call it.
I like
now.
how the music stops.
Yeah.
right there.
Why though? Why the gay N word?
Well, because you can't
Dylan's
say
covering
the
his
other.
bases.
You can't say the other one anymore. So it's
Ever.
like, so
I
it's
don't
like,
think as a straight man you can say the other one either.
I can't say either of them, and I don't want to.
But you can say the gay N word.
But I can say the gay N word.
I'm gonna
Who
pull.
says you can say?
You're getting me confused.
Yeah.
You threw out so many different words at this point.
Yeah.
You guys get it.
Come on, you play Call of Duty on one.
I fell into Jay's trap. I'm sorry.
Jay has traps for Dylan. I didn't catch it. I'm sorry. But anyway.
That's a trap.
So I was listening to one of your current episodes, guys, and you guys were talking about the Activision buyout from Microsoft, and you guys were starting to put like a cross-character Smash Brothers list together.
Oh yeah.
And the whole time I was thinking it should be a Mario Kart style thing too. Mixing all of the characters from all the Activision titles, all the Bethesda titles. Like Master Chief racing against fucking Marcus Phoenix.
In a Warthog?
A Warthog cart. Little time. They could call it Microsoft Cart and just like steal the fucking big fancy M and everything. So,
and I think the closest I had before was like Shrek Cart back on like the original Xbox.
They did have a Shrek cart.
Jesus.
There's I recently found out there's a Garfield cart game.
Oh my God.
Sony.
That's on the Switch, right? That's like recent.
Yeah, it's recent. Like, who the fuck is buying that?
My kid was playing that the other day.
Gross.
Is that
he said
because
it's terrible?
Oh, is that like the precursor to the Garfield movie with was it Chris Pratt that's playing Garfield?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Fucking terrible.
Well, he's also Mario now too.
Hey, it's me, Chris Pratt. I like lasagna.
Hey guys, it's Chris. I like lasagna. Oh, sorry, Garfield.
Chris
But
Pratt.
no, like, no, that's a great point. I mean, like we said, with the Smash Brothers, we were throwing out names, but think about it, and someone in the chat just pointed out, I'm sorry if I fuck up the name, Sir Zero, but basically,
You don't have to
like,
worry about him.
but they had Crash Bandicoot, the kart racing game.
Yeah,
dude, so they just got Crash, add him to it. Yeah, do the Warthog from Halo. I think the ultimates, like, throw it in people's faces is steal exactly Smash Kart from Nintendo and do it with all the characters. Make it goofy, make it over the top, sell it to kids. That's the way to do it.
I would play the fuck out of it.
That same episode, I was thinking along the lines of like the Marvel versus Capcom, because Marvel versus Capcom 2 is my favorite fighting game of all time. All time.
You mean
It's the most fun one.
Yeah, 2. That's what I said. Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is my favorite fighting game of all time. I love that game. Matt and I have blistered our thumbs playing that game on Dreamcast. We loved that game.
Oh, dude, back when I was a stoner, that was one of the big games for. We would just sit there on like PSN, just playing that for like 8 hours straight.
What I was thinking when you guys were talking about crossover stuff was, I would like to see, because of the mechanics of the games are similar, I would like to see a Tekken versus Dead or Alive style fighting game.
Ooh,
That'd be cool.
okay.
Because you know how Tekken has the holds and the breaks, so does Dead or Alive. And then Tekken had added that tag team, which Dead or Alive already had. So being able to incorporate the two, it'd be similar, but I think just the dynamics of it, the characters, I think because Dead or Alive 3 or 2 or 3, I think 2. Dead or Alive 2 was one of my, absolutely loved that game.
Yes.
So I think Tekken Dead or Alive would be a good mashup.
What's your guys' kind of like favorite genre each that you guys like lean to? Like, what's the one you like the most?
I'm completely survival horror.
Survival horror?
I mean, any horror game, like, I'm a horror nerd through and through with all shit. So that's where I lean to, but I play a lot of FPSs and other genres, but survival horror is definitely my number one, for sure.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if I'm going retro, it's definitely like beat 'em ups, like any kind of like Double Dragon or Streets of Rage or shit like that.
Yeah.
That's what I spent like all my goddamn time on as a kid. And then, like, actually recently, like, I've been getting into like all the like spaceship shooters. Like, for whatever reason, I just missed out on that as a kid.
Oh wait,
so.
the shmups, like straight up.
All the
shoot 'em up?
shmups, yeah.
Yeah, those are fucking awesome.
What's your platform that you guys play on? Is it all around, or do you guys
Actually,
stick
I have
to
a question
one?
about this too.
Do you stick to one platform, or I know you guys talk about all you guys Nintendo, Dreamcast, all that, but where do you guys usually lie when it comes to your console platform of choice?
So currently, basically because like most people, we can't get any of the newer shit because it's not available near us.
Yeah.
So we're still like Xbox One, I'm PC, Xbox One, and then all the old shit.
Okay.
But Jim and I have both been kind of branded into the Xbox shit just because all of our friends got that since 360.
Yeah, it's hard
and
to switch.
nobody got the PS3 or PS4. Now I do have those systems, but all my friends are on Xbox, so we're kind of like relegated to that side.
Yeah.
But Jay, I did have one question because I did catch your Twitch when you were doing Warzone.
That's Matt.
And here's my question.
That's Matt.
Oh,
Matt
my
does
bad.
the.
No worries.
I mean, you might have heard me on there.
Yeah, he was.
No, it was Matt. My bad.
No worries.
But here's my question: If Activision for some reason goes completely exclusive, and we know they're saying they won't,
Yeah.
what if you saw some Warzone shit, and all of a sudden you see Master Chief, Felix, and it's like just Xbox exclusive characters in that realm? Does that make it any better for you, or are you
I
just
think
like,
that's fine.
As like operators,
Yeah, operators in
Yeah.
Warzone.
that'd be fun. I mean, they had Judge Dredd.
So, they
You
got
know.
Judge. They got
Rambo.
the
Yeah,
got the
Rambo.
motherfucking Donnie Darko bunny in there right now.
They have they have a Ripley skin,
Yeah.
and they turn one of the weapons into the assault rifle from Aliens.
So,
No shit.
I used to buy every single console, and then the
Walt just waved Dylan.
oh my god. So we have a game on our podcast. Whoever gets really high, you get waved at in the camera. They go, oh. Anyway, so I used to be I used to
I
buy
could tell he
every
was thinking about playing video games.
I used to buy every console that existed, and then I got burnt out. I fried out 7 Xbox 360s. So I switched to
holy
PS.
shit.
Yeah, I switched to PS3 during that time, and then I just never bought another Xbox again. I don't do console worry shit, but yeah, I wouldn't be mad at all if I was on a PlayStation playing Warzone and Master Chief came and shit on me and my crew. I'd be like, that's fucking rad.
Yeah.
So I think that's totally viable.
I've become elitist now as far as consoles. I'm not as deep into the gaming community as as most of you guys. I went from Nintendo to Xbox.
Fuck!
Oh, Jesus.
That's my jump. I had a Nintendo,
Just like me
and
alive.
then I had I mean, I was poor too, but I got all my gaming through Matt.
Yeah.
I'd just go over to Matt's house and we'd play Mortal Kombat fucking Gold Edition
Because
for
we dropped out
fucking
of school
hours.
first, like smart people,
Yeah.
to go do other things and make money sooner.
Oh, so, hold on. Let me get this out. But then I have a question. I have a question for you
All right,
guys
all right.
about gaming, about a certain game.
Yes,
Matt, you know what game I'm going to ask him about?
Maybe.
You do.
Get your thing
PlayStation. So,
bet on
I
it.
jumped. I went from Nintendo to Xbox. I stuck with Xbox, and then I went to PlayStation 4, and now I'm stuck on PC, and I don't see any other reason to play any other
Well, all the Xbox stuff's
platform
coming.
For
Yeah.
exclusives.
So it's like, but PC, it's there's, especially because you guys like all the old games. There's an emulator on there that has ColecoVision, Atari. It's got thousands of games on there that are Commodore 64. So many games on there that when I hear you guys talking about all the games you guys play on there, I'm like, I don't know what that is. I'm gonna go find it on this emulator. So if you said you do PC Xbox, I'll have to send it to you because I can't remember the name of whatever the emulator is. But I've become PC snob now because
Dude,
it's like endless fun. And
I
things
can't blame you.
can do.
And if you're PC, honestly, if you just get Xbox Game Pass,
Yeah.
you get Xbox on PC.
Yeah.
And growing up poor, I'm right there with you. So, yeah, I found every emulated version. I have every system prior because I found the ROMs and the emulators for every system basically before the PS2.
Hell yeah.
So same deal. Like, yeah, even though Jim's the physical collector, this
Yeah, I got a
little
problem.
like shelf I have behind me,
Yeah.
compared to Jim, it's nothing.
Yeah.
And Jim is the one where he'll just, collect the shit out of it. Whereas I'm the one who's like, I just want to download it, play it, whatever. So I'm with you. PC makes the most sense, especially if you can get the shit from Xbox converted over. It's just like, are you going to miss out on any exclusives? Maybe. but honestly, there's probably going to be a way you're going to find it to emulate it.
Yeah.
So Jim, you just posted a picture in our Discord. What all hardware
Jesus
you got?
Christ.
What all hardware you got going in there?
Dude, I got a
Jesus.
I got a fucking
It
problem.
says
I have,
send
I
help.
have it from Atari all the way through the Switch right now. I don't have an Xbox One or not one, the Series or
Okay.
the PS5, but basically almost everything up until that point.
You got the Skyrim map I have.
I forgot. I meant to bring down to have while you guys were on. I have my Yar's Revenge cartridge.
Oh, nice. From Atari.
That's one of my favorite games of all time. Yar's Revenge.
Oh, dude, it's a classic. It's like a perfect like old school pre-NES game.
It's challenging, very challenging.
I have
Oh yeah.
I have a box filled to the brim with random Atari games, and I don't want them. I'll send them to you if you want.
I'll take them. I'll buy them.
It's a heavy box. Like
I
you
see
pick
an
it up and
Atari
you're like,
cartridge just chilling right there, too, on his fucking...
Yeah.
I don't even know what's in there, but if you seriously want it, I'll just ship it to you. I don't care.
So I
I
have
want
a
them so
question.
Jim doesn't get them.
Unless ET's
we'll check
in
the
there.
list.
Unless ET's
I want the
in
expensive
there.
games, but I can have the rest.
You take them all. I don't give a shit. Unless one's that you could retire off of. We need to talk.
ET, if it depends on the ET you have. If you have an old Atari ET cartridge, that is some fucking money right there.
Which is funny because it's trash.
Yeah.
The whole story
Well,
behind
no,
that.
yeah, I mean it's not a trash game. If you watch the
like literally
documentary
they
on it,
trashed
The literal
all the
yeah, they
games,
buried
like-
them. Yeah, they buried them.
That's what I was saying.
Walter had a question for you guys.
Yeah. Jim, being that you're the collector of all like consoles up to date, have you seen, played on, or do you currently own? Which I know it's just a PC, but do you have the KFC console?
No, but I want one. I
That's
want one
the
so
one that
goddamn
cooks
bad.
chicken
Would you
off the
would you
processor.
fucking legit
Chicken.
use it to fucking cook chicken with?
Oh, I mean, I think you have to, don't you?
Yeah, you would have to.
Gimmick of it.
And I asked because you guys are familiar with Whataburger, as I caught in one of your episodes. No, they're doing Whataburger's
Yeah.
like fucking doing Xbox
Consoles.
X fucking consoles right now.
Yeah.
It's just a Whataburger wrapped Xbox.
They're terrible looking.
yeah, it came out
like-
this week. It looks like a Whataburger French fry fucking carton.
Sorry, cat's
Listen,
digging into my
as-
butt cheek.
Now, if you could get a hold of one, Jim, would you buy the KFC console?
And cook me a
Oh,
sandwich.
of course I would. There hasn't been like news. I've been like actually checking in on it for like the past year, and there's been like nothing for about a year now. So it was probably just like a 4th of July meme. But God, I really do hope it, like they at least make a little run of it.
I mean, it would be rad to reach into your fucking console and grab a fucking
If
chicken
you
wing.
do, here's what I would like. I would like for you to make a chicken sandwich in it. We're not going to eat it, and it's probably going to be gross, but make it and send it to NFHC.
We'll eat your old chicken
you
gaming
guys-
sandwich.
I won't eat it.
God damn it,
Right.
Jim.
But I want
Look at the first one.
I want like that will be like our everlasting bond. Is you cook a chicken
We'll hang it on the
your
wall.
You cook a chicken on your gaming console and a chicken sandwich, and you send it to us.
I don't think it
And
cooks. I think it just keeps your chicken warm.
Well, leave it in there for a few hours. Cook that chicken.
A few hours, few days.
Eventually, it's not going to be edible anyways
It's slow.
by the
cooking.
time it gets here. But you get what I mean.
So,
I would like a warm sandwich from you.
so do you have on your Sega Genesis right now at this second? Do you have the 32X attachment stuffed into it?
I don't have it stuffed in, but it's in its box over in the far corner over there.
Fucking rad! You have the little metal things that make it work in the center to connect them.
Oh, the completely useless ones. Yeah, they don't actually do anything.
Oh shit!
That was my next episode. Is the one title with 32X? That was my next episode that I was going to be listening to today.
Dude. They have an episode on the 32X. That's the next one.
It's 32X in the title. I don't know. On the YouTube. That was what was next on my list. I don't know what the full title was. 'Cause it's like
Yeah, I just showed off like my
my.
32X collection.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
fucking rad. Yeah, I like how you guys have a lot of different content. How long have you guys been doing this?
We already asked that.
August
was
of
during
2013.
pre-show.
August of
Yeah.
2013.
Almost 9 years.
And like Bryce
I
said,
think
it was
that might
just
have
a
been
reason
pre-show.
to get together
Yeah.
and hang out and drink. And then
Yeah.
it just kept going. And then as we both like got wives and kids, then we really needed excuses to get out of the house and drink. So it just worked out perfectly.
Yeah, that's awesome. Fuck.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was a pre-show question. My bad, Matt.
Oh, I didn't hear it.
I didn't make you sound like a total ass.
And you got a good
dude, you
excuse
weren't
to the
listening,
wives,
bro.
like, fucking, we pay server fees for our website. We have to do this. It's a commitment. Talk to you later, babe. Bye.
Is that your? So Walt's new here. Is that what you say?
No, my girlfriend's in California. I don't have to make up any excuses.
Shit, are you gonna have to quit the show when she comes back from California?
God, I hope so.
I had
She needs to come back quick.
I had one thing I wanted to talk to you guys about from listening to your episodes. You guys had one of your episodes. You guys were talking about what was the most creative or way you guys opened a beer, like a bottled beer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So off the top of my head, I don't remember what you guys had said about what apparatus or something like that you guys used.
I mean, our father-in-law uses his teeth.
Okay,
I was gonna say
I got a buddy that bites them off.
Ooh, next
the teeth is like, I feel like most people know about that.
Yeah.
Obviously, countertops are easy.
Yeah.
Swords, knives of every sort you could use. The weirdest one, there was this one dude I knew who used to always use Zippo lighters. And it's the same principle, but like, yeah, he would just bang them down. And I was always waiting for that shit to explode in his hand. Somehow he just hit it perfect every time. On the first hit, it would pop off.
like he wouldn't
So
leverage it
basically,
like a bic.
You go.
Yeah.
Like
so
that,
so
slide it down.
Or yeah, you could use a
Interesting.
bic too, but like a bic was a better example where they would just use the metal part of the. Yeah, I'm trying to think of it. Like they would just
Like a
hold the
fulcrum
cap
point.
down, one hit, and it would just pop off.
Yeah. That's
And
how I
I
open.
learned it. Yeah, exactly. Like I've used rings, I've used belt buckle. Like it's like one of those stupid things. But then you feel like such an asshole when you break the whole neck of the bottle, which has happened plenty of times.
I saw somebody use their eye socket.
What?
Oh Jesus
I've
Christ!
seen that.
It was-
It was
it
a
was-
twisty, right?
I saw it at a ball. Like I saw it in person where they stuck it in their eye and
And
it was a
twisted.
twisty one and they twisted it off their eye socket.
When that goes wrong, I want to be there.
But I've
that
seen
time.
that's actually that's kind of common according to internet. But I have one that I wanted to share when I heard it, and it's not so much the how it was done; it was the after effects of what happened. Matt was there for this actually.
I don't remember.
You will. We were practicing in our studio, and we had Coronas. And nobody had a lighter, and so I decided to pop my beer off on the hinge of the door, or not even the hinge. There was like a padlock thing, and I did it. I popped it down, boom, as you do, like on a countertop.
Yeah.
I'm like, cool, top came off. And I go to take a drink of the Corona, and as you know, Corona glass is kind of thin compared to most beer glasses.
Yep.
So I go and I take a swig of it, and I pull it away. I'm like, yeah, that was delicious. And we're standing around, and I'm bleeding profusely from the mouth.
Oh Jesus Christ!
And I
light
don't
cuts
feel
you
it.
can't feel?
I don't feel it. Were you there? No. Do you remember
No, I
that?
don't remember that at all.
Because our Jim, our guitarist, looks at me. He's all, "Whoa!" And he like takes like a step back. He's like, "Dude, what the fuck?" I'm like, "What?" He's like, "You're bleeding everywhere." And I'm like, "It was so clean, I didn't feel it."
Yeah, it's a
And
nice
I go
little-
like this, and I'm pouring blood out of my face.
Phoenix
So-
All J broken body story drink.
Yeah. So what had happened was, if you could see the bottle, when I popped it, this whole side like sheared off right here.
Like a syringe?
No, like it was
Yeah, like the tip
a
of a
blade.
syringe.
Like a cit-
No, like a fucking like a blade of obsidian. And so I take the drink, and when I
Thanks,
pulled away, it just sliced open like the inside of my mouth, all the like my cheek from all the way back, and just lacerated the inside of my mouth.
That must have been rough for a couple weeks, dude.
It was bad. I have a scar inside my mouth from it happening.
That what my dick felt
You can't
earlier.
feel it with a finger. It's usually like soft penis skin.
Yeah,
You can tell.
Yeah.
How was your shits that night?
I didn't swallow
we're
any.
friends.
I didn't swallow any glass. Fortunately,
Oh, you got lucky as shit. Yeah.
It was a clean break. Like when I found the piece, because the cap was still attached to the glass.
Oh.
So-
okay. Wow.
Yeah, so it didn't break off inside. It popped. Like it didn't even crack or anything. It just popped that side off. You could pick it up and line it up perfectly with no shards missing whatsoever. But I mean, after that one swig, I didn't keep drinking. I'm like, my
over.
fucking mouth plate is fucking bleeding.
Fennec's trying to get us fucked up. She's like, a cat appeared, drink.
Oh yeah.
So Jim, Jim, I heard you mention earlier you were in a band once. What genre did you play? What instrument?
I'm interested in this too.
I'm still in it. What do you call it? It's called a Fusion 35. It's actually basically, like, I've been in and out of bands since about like 2008 at this point, but my brother's been in this band with his singer and guitarist Pat for like 20 years now. So actually, at one point, the old bass player and drummer left. So both of their brothers, basically me and the new bass player, we were like, oh shit, now's our time. So, because I had played drums before and basically knew all the songs anyway, so then we just like hooked in there. It's funny because like my brother and Pat, the main singer, both write songs. So Pat's always kind of sound like a grunge-ish alternative, and my brothers are just like kind of like Helmet ripoffs. So,
Jay and I love all the Helmet ripoffs you can give us.
Say no more. Like half and half. It's like a nice little weird dichotomy there.
I love Helmet.
Perfect.
Yeah, I'm in my head. I'm like, I like it.
My brother's like, play this one real simple. I'm like, I can do this.
That's awesome.
That sounds like Helmet.
So you guys get out in clubs and stuff, or at least before the bad times?
Yeah, before the bad times, we were playing a decent amount of shows a year, but unfortunately with with everything being shut down for a while, but there's so few clubs left in Philly that like actually host bands, and like half of them, the promoter hates us for some reason. So like they literally told other bands, they're like, yeah, they're nice guys, but they never bring anyone out. We're like, dude, we're opening for some random band on a Tuesday. What do you expect?
I'm tripping balls right now, because I look at the picture of your game collection and I see the light and the camera, and it's all the same as what we have right now in front of me. And I'm like, I looked at it. I'm like, why? I'm like, my brain shut off all the games that you have. I'm like, why is the picture of our studio light with camera in the what?
That's funny.
I just realized $50 Amazon light.
Sorry,
yep.
I was losing my mind.
So, Jim. Are you a jaded musician at this point in your life? But you still
like feel the hatred, Jim?
Do you feel hatred towards the other local bands? Come on,
Jim, you're jaded
That's
for
a yes.
everything.
I am jaded for everything. I'm a miserable prick. So I don't know if I can just settle it down with music.
You're in the circle of trust. Bands in your area. What's the one? Say a name of one you hate.
Do it, Jim. Don't.
No, I can't. You know what? I can't remember. But there was one time we were doing it was like a showcase kind of thing to try and do like a festival in the city.
Brian seems like you're lying right now. The way his head is moving,
he knows there's bands he hates.
He's. I'll start. Ciphered Existence. Go. Your side of the area.
Yeah. On the spot. I got nothing. Shit. No, what do you call it?
All right,
Jimmy. I'm not even being political. I'm trying to think of a band because like there's been random ones that like we play with it. No, all right, no, I did like them. Shit. All right, I'm out.
The problem with
fucked him up, Matt.
The problem
fucked him up bad.
The problem with our shitty bands is that the shittiest ones are the loudest ones, like everywhere,
and they think they're so.
So like
good.
you just like see them all the time, like promoting their stuff and like being annoying.
Just because they have an opinion doesn't mean their band is good.
So we have a lot of.
They're the most opinionated too. Like when promoters tell you something and you don't do it, they get all mad at you, and I think it's stupid. And you're like,
it means you're a shitty band, and they don't want to have you in their club.
I don't understand why they never put us on their bill.
Like, so with your project, I don't know how much of our show you've listened to, but we have a segment called "Local Bands Are Everywhere."
I think that's what fucking Matt was getting at. He was fishing there.
So I get he brought up Ciphered Existence.
Yes.
All right.
And then would you, like, if you were being completely honest about your music, would you think that maybe you would fall into that category? Because I know I've been in bands. No, I'm not trying to be an asshole.
Band in your area?
No, because sometimes you don't know. I've been in bands I know for a fact that would be local bands are everywhere. I know. I've been in some shit where I'm like, oh, how is that even a picture still? Like, how did that come around? Would you consider yours like? I don't know how to phrase it properly. Like, are you guys
how to phrase it.
Are you guys just a band that's like, we're just having fun playing music? Are you guys like actually pushing it, or
Oh no, what do you call it? The ship for pushing it's like long sail. Like we just kind of want to just play as many shows around the city as we can. Like my older brother is 47, so he's not like that. That ship has sailed a long time ago.
Okay.
Like in their early days,
just
they were
fun.
like trying to make a deal out of it.
Yeah, for
but
sure.
Okay.
At this point, like, you know, like the two older guys are in their mid 40s. I'm in my mid 30s. So it's a way to get away from the kids and hang out and still be able to play music.
Nobody's
Perfect.
going on tour
Oh,
or
perfect.
wanting to.
And
That
means
that's what I like to hear.
that means they're probably really good too.
Yeah, 'cause, you're not trying to impress the fucking bar back at your local club.
There's actually what do you call it? Like there's this one place called The Fire, and like we're almost like a utility band for them, where they're like, hey, can you fill up 40 minutes? We'll be like, all right, we'll play a show for you.
Nice.
So like that's like one of those ones there they
good
just
band
like love us.
practice.
And, yeah, even if we don't practice for like 2 months, like we have like at least a 10-song set that we can break out at any time. So
That's awesome.
Sorry,
we're like a utility band, a perfect utility band for your local scene.
Yeah.
what you said. I just pictured a band trying to get Matty J to sign them.
Yeah.
Sorry. Continue.
Thank you, Walt. It was informative and
I'll
deep.
have to rewind
Yeah.
to find out what happened there. I'm not gonna.
You're not gonna.
Forget it.
So, you guys are doing a thing this year, right? The level 50 club.
Oh, that shit's rad.
Explain that a little bit.
The easy answer is, see, Jim and we both suffer from I think all of us, if you play games, it's like anything else. You have this habit of collecting old shit, not finishing it off, getting new shit, and then the old shit just kind of passes on.
Oh, yeah.
It's like with anything. And I just said, it makes sense. Like, why don't we focus on trying to actually beat a set number of games, new games at least. And then I put a number to it. I said 50. Like, let's do 50 games in 1 year. And you know what? If you replay old games, that counts.
Yeah, any
Nice.
link too.
Yeah. So the real goal is like beat 50 games in a year. Because I thought about it. I have no idea how many. It's
Just
kind
about.
of no, it really is. But like we thought of it like, say you play an arcade game or like old Streets of Rage or some shit that you've beaten a million
Beat that
times.
in one night.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna beat that in 30 minutes. So it's like I'm not talking 8-10 hour games. If you beat 50 more than 50 games, that's fucking nuts. Good on you. We have some people that are doing it with us who are already up to like 24 games.
Oh, nice.
It's fucking insane. I
They're
don't
all
know how they're
outclassing
doing
you
it.
on your own shit.
If I can find
Oh,
the Star
yeah.
Wars arcade game, I can beat that on 1 quarter.
There you go.
No lie. They had one back in the day. I had the apartments I lived in. There was no. They didn't have a laundry room, so you across behind the apartments in an alleyway there was a laundromat, and next to it was a Peter Piper pizza. And the only good game they had, because it was a small one, was Star Wars. It was one of the Star Wars arcades, not the old one with the TIE
What's
fighter.
the Joji one from the 90s?
No, it's the one where you actually, it was more updated, but you had a joystick, and like there was one where you had to move the lightsaber to block.
Black Vader,
And then, all this whatever. But I spent so much time at that laundromat, I got to the point where I could throw 1 quarter in and beat that entire game.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
J 25-cent Maynard. Neo in chat just said.
Fucking old quarter boy.
So with this 50 games it's just for the year, yeah? So would like
It's just, yeah.
which one of you started playing Castlevania Bloodlines?
Uh-oh.
I did.
You did?
So I beat the first 2 Castlevania games.
Yeah.
If you guys got the Castlevania collection,
Yes. So
the
good.
2 Game Boy games, the first one is absolute dog shit, and it can suck all the dicks. But the second one was actually amazing. And it's funny because I've played so many Castlevania, but Bloodlines is one of those ones. If I beat it, it was like 10 or 15 years ago. I don't remember much.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? Let me replay through that. And yeah, it's like it's almost like I'm one of those people. If you give me a challenge, I'm going to do better at it. So
Nice.
like I'm now like trying to clear my shelves of games that I've like been putting off. So I'm like, you know what? I'll bang out all these games that I've wanted to play anyway. And Castlevania Bloodlines was definitely one of them because it's on that Castlevania collection.
Yeah.
That's a great game, but it's just it's
I haven't played it until let's see. I'm 42, so I'm old as fuck. And the first time I played Castlevania Bloodlines was the beginning of December. And it became my favorite Castlevania side scroller game, which out of nowhere. So
Nice. Now, did you play Super Castlevania 4?
Yeah, I played that as a kid. I have it. When I do Twitch stuff, there's usually just an old CRT TV behind me that just spins that on the screen for no reason off a real Super Nintendo.
Sometimes it scrolls bad words.
It's super. That game's cool, but it's kind of like super easy. And then they made Bloodlines, and they made Bloodlines like a year later, but they made it harder because everybody
hard as shit.
Well, Genesis had the blood in Mortal Kombat, so I think they knew that they were. It was the Dark Souls of Castlevania of its day.
See, I was all about like the sports games when I was a kid.
Yep. So you were a Genesis guy, right?
No, I liked.
No, remember he got a Nintendo and then
That's right. Yeah, you went Nintendo right to Xbox.
Like Tecmo Bowl, RBI Baseball, Bases Loaded, games like that. Even I heard you guys doing it. You guys say the game exactly how I do because I can't say it normal. You can't. That's the only durable. Like you can't. There's no other way to say it because it's like it was the worst soundbite that you could have used in any game. But I was always like, because Matt always tells me, he's like, dude, Castlevania, this old game or this old game, and I'm like, I never really spent time on those games. No. I was always the sports games.
We got stuck on Snake's Revenge, the fake-ass Metal Gear 2.
We had a Nintendo in our practice. We kept a Nintendo system in our practice studio, right? And we'd have random games. We'd play Contra and shit like that. And we had Snake's Revenge on there.
The fake-ass Metal Gear 2.
If we ever tried to play it, there'd be the worst band practice. We would be in the worst fucking mood because you can't make it past.
Why did you guys keep doing that? Because it probably fucked everything up.
You can't make it past literally the opening of the fucking game.
It was like, a challenge.
You walk like the game starts and all of a sudden every single bit of the game attacks you in 3.5 seconds of the game starting.
So what we're saying is we want this to be your 40. After you beat your 49th game, the one to win is Snake's Revenge on the NES.
Good fucking luck.
Just to kill your shit.
I'll call it a victory if you make it to the second stage.
We ruin it at the 11th hour.
Oh, God, it's terrible.
Playing on New Year's.
We've done everything in like May, and then we're stuck on that until the end of the year.
But I also heard you guys talk about the game Life Force. Life Force, I loved. Yeah. That was one of the first games I got on my own on Nintendo. But Life Force was the sequel to Gradius.
Yep.
Which Gradius was okay, but Life Force was
much better.
My favorite boss on that was Two Tank a Man Attack.
Two tank a man.
It was a final boss that looked like Tutankhamun, but the name was Two Tank. I'm probably saying it wrong, but it was Two Tank a Man Attack, Tutankhamun Attack, whatever. But it was literally this giant. It's easier to say.
I think it was. I know what you're saying. It was
it was a giant pharaoh
the Egyptian head.
Yeah, it was a giant pharaoh's head that you had. The only way to hurt it was to shoot it in the eyes. And it was that was one of my I loved that game.
Well, thank God he wasn't.
That had the up down left right BA start.
Oh yeah, Konami code.
All of them had that. Yeah. all the Konami ones.
Yeah, but
Konami code. But
Gradius didn't have it. From what I remember, Gradius didn't have
all around code.
I think it just gave you 10 lives or something like that.
Yeah,
it was like almost like a little bit of a troll.
Yeah, it's hard. I don't remember. I remember very few, but there was one I did what I do and I forget and space things. Matt and I played a game. It was one of the greatest games we ever played, maybe because of nostalgia, but we skipped school, left school, spent so much time on this game. It was called The Hive on PlayStation.
You ever tried that one? It's kind of like a shooter almost.
It's a shooter puzzle, like.
Let me look it up.
It's pretty low, not low tier. But it's pretty hidden
this one before.
I've never seen this one.
It was on the original PlayStation, and Matt and I.
Fun as fuck.
I want to say we rented it and
never took it back.
Never took it back. It was, and I remember it vividly, and we've discussed it on the show. I had a 13-inch RCA television, not even a remote. Like you had to change everything by the buttons. And Matt lived with me at one point because he smashed his dad's face against a garage door. So he had to come live with me. And I remember us 16 or 17-year-olds skipping school on our bellies, on my bed.
On our tummies.
Yeah, on our tummies with the screen in front of us with the controllers like this.
Yeah, did you guys ever play split screen games like Tiger Beat, fucking with your feet in the air?
Yeah, on your tummies with your buddy next to you.
See, it's funny you mention that.
Game?
I was gonna say, like, dude, like what you're mentioning. So that game you clearly have some crazy love for. That's why I love Resident Evil, old survival horror games, because I can remember being up, like, we start at 10 at night. We play Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3 throughout the night, like till 5 or 6 in the morning. My buddy, like, watching me play or watching him play. Those are the games that stick with you forever. So for you, I'm putting the picture up there now. Is this the Hive? Is this a picture from it?
Yeah. But it was so every time we come across a picture of it or anything, it's like I remember this
in motion. It's better.
Yeah, I remember this portion of the game where you're inside this ship and you're like walking through this maze of catwalks, but fighting, like shooting. Whatever the game had to throw at you. Do you remember that part? It was like almost like the guts of a ship, and there was all these like catwalks that you had to like traverse through.
That was pretty fun.
It was very, very.
It's old as shit and rare. Look at that. Jim found.
So guys, either of you have a copy of this game now?
No,
it's hard to find.
Was the fourth picture.
I don't know what happened to it once Matt left me.
I left him. Sorry.
We don't talk about those.
Yeah.
It's not too bad if you don't feel like paying $50 for a PS1 game.
Yeah. I'm sure we could emulate it and probably be like, this thing sucks now.
Oh, I'm sure. But I feel like if we played it, it'd be like, God, this is terrible. And so be like, oh, but I remember this part. But we had such a blast. I mean, apparently you can look at it and be like, yeah, this game's going to play like shit. But
it was basically like trying to be a light gun game that you had to use the analog sticks to steer the fucking cursor.
And there was another. I know we're running long, but I've had so many questions for you guys.
Ask some questions.
I've had so many, especially on the
Then
Dreamcast
question.
I did. I've asked
all
him
night. We're
questions.
just drinking
Shut
anyway,
your fucking mouth, Walt.
Oh, my bad.
So, love you. You guys were talking about worst and best controllers in your opinion, and you guys brought up the Dreamcast controller as one, which I think is one of the best ergonomic controllers that was ever created.
The big one with the screen in the middle.
And I understand the VMU. I understand the cable issue that you're having, but it was so like tertiary to the fun I was having and how comfortable that controller was. Part 2 of that is breaking the wall you guys were talking about, where games would come out and you had to do something different, like resetting the game or whatever. Quake on the Dreamcast, in order to beat the actual campaign, it would shoot. If you had to have the VMU for the Dreamcast, and it would put a maze on the VMU that you had to beat. Like, make it through the maze to actually beat Quake.
Really?
That's weird.
Yeah.
But go back. You had a very long question. Go back to what is the favorite controllers you guys were rocking?
No. We were talking about the worst controllers.
Yeah.
Jim hates on that Dreamcast. I just want to say I had a Dreamcast, so Jay, I agree with you 100%.
Yeah, I'm same on that.
But here's the deal. Like, that wire is stupid.
Hands. Do this with your hands. Like, just let them rest like this. That's how the Dreamcast controller sits. Like, you just let your hands rest, and that's how it sits. How your hands naturally rest.
The controller is very comfortable. The wire is stupid. I agree 100%.
It's got a clip so you can put it the right way. Why don't you just do it from the start? Fuck.
Yeah, but that's just stupid because Jim loved the N64 because he liked having a dick in his hands. But, the N64 was the worst controller with that stupid ass little yellow C like D-pad. Like, that was the worst controller to me. Like, there's other ones that are so obscure that they're not worth mentioning. But like the one that everyone played, we all know the N64 was the worst controller. You go back to it, you're like, what the fuck am I doing with this?
I didn't like the GameCube controller.
That was a
the
good
game.
one.
It felt weird.
That's
in
what
my
people
paws.
hear is like one of the best.
Yeah,
I don't know. It felt
I was
weird
gonna
for
say
me.
like
At least in like the retro sphere and all that shit.
It took
the
me a long.
PlayStation.
It took
once
me a
it got
long
the two
time.
analogs.
Yeah, it took me a long time to like the PlayStation controller.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
Smoking weed, Jesus. What is that green you're putting upon that bowl?
No, he's putting Keith on him. Forget it. Sorry.
I know the feeling that with like, what do you call it?
Dylan.
The first time I used like playing Halo with the two analog sticks, I was like, I'll never be able to control this shit.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
same dude. Yeah, those like 2001, and the second analog stick, kind of before Halo, wasn't even a thought.
Because GoldenEye felt so good on the N64 controller.
nothing. That game sucked.
Sorry, Perfect
Yeah,
Dark.
You're a fucking liar.
Perfect Dark, same game.
Yeah, so Jim's with me with the. I remember, like, trying to fucking learn. It's basically Bungie created comfortable controller first-person shooters, in my opinion.
I wasn't a big fan of the Duke.
Everything
though.
copied it since then.
Yeah, everybody's copied it. Good pull, Jim. Love it.
No, but it's you hit the nail on the head. The Dreamcast. Thank you so much for saying that. Jim is just stupid. He just has a revisionist history because he never played it. Dreamcast has a
As a kid, I have. I have it as an
stupid
adult
ass
and as a
wire. The wire was stupid. I'll give it that all day.
They had to do the wire because the VMUs go
Yeah.
in the top. They didn't
Yeah.
have wire space.
Yeah, the Dreamcast controller to me always reminded me of mouse and keyboard. Like
Yeah.
the way you move, like you had the one analog stick, and that was like
smooth.
your
Oh,
mouse.
and then the keys.
And then the amount of keys, like triggers. I'm like, oh my god, what are triggers for? You know what I mean? Like it was great, and especially for. I mean, it took me a while to learn how to play fighting games with an analog stick. You know, and
Yeah.
that Dreamcast
Dude,
allowed that to happen with, one of the greatest fighting games of all time, Marvel vs. Capcom 2. You know,
He's right.
so
I think you guys can agree though from our side, the only person that actually has a video that's working is the right one here. So Jim, you're out of that.
you don't matter.
He's a little more retro. You're a little more rock and roll. Do we get it?
Yeah.
However that song
However that
goes.
song goes.
Whatever Bob Dylan
Whatever
said.
that Dolly Parton song is.
So I know you guys mentioned your favorite like genres, but do you have like an absolute top tier game, or is that too big a question? Is it like top tens? I don't know.
I mean, Star Fox 64 is my favorite game ever.
That's a fucking good one.
I beat
That's
that
a
game
good
on
one.
acid. And
So you don't really know how the game is?
No, the final boss is like the boss
stupid.
from Tron,
yeah.
the original Tron.
Yeah.
And dude, it's a fun game to play on acid.
Users are users.
Exactly.
So Star Fox 64 from was that Jim that said that?
That was Jim.
Yeah. All
Yeah,
right.
see me because of the nostalgia,
Resident
I
Evil.
go Resident Evil 1 remake or Resident
remake's
Evil
good.
1 director's cut. I like the remake is the one I prefer. As a kid, I played the shit out of it. I love horror games, so that's
Yeah.
where I go every time.
Can I
For
say
sure.
you bring up Resident Evil? I've listened to about like 9 or 10 episodes because I just found out about you guys, but from Matt talking, and I don't
yeah.
I don't have
And
time to
you're
listen to him
soaking
a
it up.
bunch. I am. I'm soaking it up. But you talk about Resident Evil every single
'Cause it's good.
episode. So
Right, yeah.
when he said that, I said Resident Evil before you even did.
That's always see Jim. The difference is Jim will switch between like 3 or 4 games as his best. I'm one of those guys like if I say it's my best, like I do the same with my movies and everything else. Like I have my favorite. Everything
Yeah.
else follows it because your favorite's always going to be your nostalgia. Chances are,
True.
you get into your 40s, you ain't going to pick a new favorite all of a sudden. It's going to be from your childhood, right? That's music, movies, everything.
You know
So-
what's funny is I never really played them. Matt did. I watched a lot of games being played, and I enjoyed watching them. Matt would play. We'd sit in his room with like the lights off,
Yep.
and like so after we were done having sex, we would turn
You
on.
and Matt?
He'd pat me. He'd wipe me up.
Yeah, I'd clean. I'd throw him a towel.
Yeah.
and then
He's a gentleman.
His couch.
gentleman. He threw it
So
at him.
his room. It might have been a large room, but he had bed and then a gap. I don't know why I have to explain it, but it's funny because of how we lived. He had a gap just to get to his closet, but his whole bed was here, and a couch butted right up against his bed, and then this giant Magnavox like full back rear projection TV. So no matter what you played, you were 6 inches away from the
Magnavox or
screen.
Magna don't.
Yeah, Magnavox.
Damn it.
So I would sit and I would we didn't always have a place to lay our heads. So sometimes it'd be Matt at my place or I'd be at his place, whatever. So there'd be times where I'd
Then
just
I'd
be like,
feed you horror games.
Yeah, I slept on the couch he gamed on. So sometimes I'd have to like curl up so he could sit and play his games. But I would watch him play. I'd be like this with like a blanket, like watching him play Resident Evil. Like, don't go in there, dude.
I am so cutting all this out of context.
I never played him all that much, but I watched Matt play a shit ton, and we'd both be in the room like, oh, motherfucker! Like terrifying.
Dude, once that dog jumps out, you all shit your pants.
Yeah, the first
Yeah.
jump scare dog.
You know how much shit I left on Matt's couch?
I don't know what happened to me as I aged because my favorite genre used to be survival horror games, and then I'm like, I'm just scared and tired from work now. I don't
What was
like. I can't do it now, man.
what was the one I was playing? Condemned?
Yeah. Condemned was fun.
Matt, I was playing that. Matt and I lived together. Matt and I have been together forever. Matt and I lived together.
So much out of
And in the
context.
living room, we had a big screen TV.
Jesus.
And fucking, Matt comes home, I've got all the lights off, and I'm playing Condemned. I don't know if you ever played that on Xbox. It's very jump scare, right? Like you're just walking, nothing's happening, you're just walking, and all of a sudden it's all, and some kid runs across in the shit. You're like, what the fuck was that? Matt comes home, and I'm like this on the couch with the controller. I'm like going through the game. Movies don't scare me, but this game, because I'm interacting, I'm like, fuck, Matt comes home, I'm like, what the fuck, dude? I'm like, oh, god damn it. So I'm trying to play the game, and Matt comes in the house, and I'm like, I stand up, I turn the light on, I'm all, fuck this game. Fuck this game.
Yeah, do you ever have
terrified of the game.
Did you ever walk away from a Resident Evil scare?
I've never played it again. I've never touched that game since.
See, I've made that perfect mistake of streaming live horror games for the first time playing them.
Yeah.
And looking like a complete bitch on live stream of like yelling like, oh, what the fuck is that? And I always have the shit way too loud on my headset. So yeah, I've made that mistake many, many a time for games that you should not stream live for the first time, especially. So I feel you there. I know exactly what you're going
through. Do you ever do this? Like, because you have the surround sound going in the headset, you're all...
oh yeah, absolutely,
motherfucker.
Yeah. Or when my wife or my dog comes over and sniffs my leg, I'm like, "What the fuck is that?"
When your wife or your dog comes home and sniffs your leg.
Either one of them does it.
You guys are trained well.
Dylan and I have jump scared each other quite a few times recently.
It happens. I jump scare easily. The only horror game I remember playing was called D, and it was on Sega Saturn.
D. Yep.
Called D.
D. The letter
Oh,
D.
just D.
Just a letter.
There's like one scene where you're looking in a mirror and then like a face comes out at you. That shit scared the fuck out of me.
I don't like any of that shit.
I don't like that shit either.
I don't watch horror movies. I don't play Resident Evil.
Me either. Fuck
that.
yeah. Team fucking.
Nobody watches
bitch.
horror movies there.
Team bitch ass over here.
I'll watch horror
I'll take
movies,
it.
but it has definitely gotten lighter as I've aged, and I don't know why I turned into such a fucking pussy.
Because we have fucking mad anxiety and nightmares
Horror
about
movies. True. The only movie recently that's done anything to me was Hereditary.
I've never watched it
The
because
last one I watched was The Ring.
Hereditary, that movie, I was like, I actually I covered my ears. Like,
Yeah,
I was like,
with the noise text, and they use the signals that they make you feel uncomfortable. A lot of horror movies use that same signal.
Very uncomfortable.
So if you guys don't watch horror movies, then what is your go-to genre?
for movies,
Yeah,
either some dumb like art house drama thing or something with a superhero for Matt here, host here.
Yeah, I'm a Marvel
right.
DC guy myself
'cause
for movies.
I do like one of my favorite movies. It's an Adam Sandler movie, but nobody knows of it. The Punch Drunk Love.
I love that movie.
That's a weird movie.
It's like an art house
movie, though.
drama, but he's not funny in it at all.
No.
At all.
Love those kind of movies.
Yeah, so either that or Big Dumb Punch movie.
See,
Punch dumb drunks.
I don't really watch movies all that much, but I'm a comedy guy
Yeah,
for sure.
yes.
And then Tarantino stuff. I like a lot of that.
Guarantee. Yep.
Dylan had a bit back in the day.
Dylan reviews movies shitty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dylan shit.
Wait, Dylan, I have to ask.
Dylan
what's your
shitbags
favorite
on
Tarantino
all
movie?
movies.
What was that? What's that, Brad?
I was gonna say, what's the favorite Tarantino movie? Because
Pulp-
Jim and I are huge.
Pulp Fiction, of course.
Oh, mine's 4 Rooms.
That's a favorite. Okay.
It was like the first one that I ever saw, and it was
Four
like
Rooms is awesome.
4 Rooms is my favorite. I know it's not all Tarantino, but 4 Rooms
so
probably.
you
Worms
guys,
is really good.
you guys can get through that Western he made that's like 1,000 hours long.
Oh, Django?
Yeah, no,
No, not Django.
Oh,
Damn
fuck
it.
Not the
Wait.
racist
The
Western.
Hateful Eight. The Hateful Eight was
The other racist
fucking
Western.
The other
hilarious.
racist Western.
The Hateful Eight was hilarious.
Hateful Eight was like so much of a day.
It
Dude, it was so good the first time I watched it,
the
but I
whole
don't need to go back to
interaction
it.
with Daisy Domergue and Kurt Russell. That's what made the fucking movie. Like
yeah.
that shit was hilarious.
I actually really enjoyed his recent one, the Night a Day in Hollywood or whatever the fuck it's called.
Wow.
You must have really loved
Night or
it.
Day in Hollywood.
I don't remember
Once
titles.
Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Night or Day.
Yeah, you get it.
Yeah. I mean, that's
So not even like in the realm.
I don't care. You guys do this shit all the time. I'm at the
Once
big boy
Upon
table
a Time in
now.
Hollywood. When you watch that, like, I don't know. If you guys are anything like me, you just wait till the end. That ending is worth the whole movie.
Exactly.
Wait, what movie?
I haven't seen it yet, actually.
I'm looking at this movie like
Night or
like
Day.
it's
Night or Day in
Night or Day
Hollywood.
at the Hollywood Museum. You know, it's one of Robin Williams' last movies, bro.
Damn it.
So stupid.
No, the ending of Night or Day in Hollywood is a good twist.
No, it's funny.
My coworker, he showed me one scene of that where he had to train his dog to like bite those people, then flamethrower somebody in a pool. That's all I know of that movie, but it looked cool.
That's a great scene. It's basically like if the Manson murders happened on a different timeline.
Oh, because all his movies are the same timeline.
I
right?
took this as
No.
History Channel
Yeah.
fucking lore for the Mansons. Like,
It's
that's how it worked out.
It's basically if the Manson family picked the wrong house.
Oh,
Yes.
If
Yep.
they did a
Yeah.
no-knock warrant.
It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, he fucking killed somebody by
The
accident.
chick's face, she's like, my fucking face.
The screaming, yeah. Well, that's like Inglorious Bastards. Like, I love
Yeah.
the alternate history of it. Like,
Yeah.
that's what he's good at
It's
writing.
the Tarantino universe.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
a great fucking movie. Inglorious Bastards.
My genres would like I don't know if they're like genres, but I like really odd, weird, like not fucked up, but kind of like artsy movies, like Beyond the Black Rainbow, Clockwork Orange type movies. John dies at the end.
No, John dies.
Fucking Rubber.
Rubber, God damn it, no!
Rubber. Or I love that movie.
You guys found the Rubber fan.
Oh, I knew Rubber.
or the Greasy Strangler.
What?
It's same person, same guy, he did same director. The Greasy
Are you
Strangler.
going to say next Hobo with a Shotgun?
I love Hobo with a Shotgun. Are you kidding me? Because that's right up there with fucking what is it? BMX Kid or what is it?
Turbo Kid?
Turbo Kid. That's the same kind of movie. Turbo Kid's the same kind of movie.
It sounds like that guy that makes movies for a tax haven of like the Dead or Alive games.
Or like Kung
Bull.
or like Kung Fury.
Yeah,
You know?
Kung Fury, yep.
Yeah, but those kind of movies, I've always been a huge fan of Darren Aronofsky.
Oh, dude.
He fucking Pie, Requiem for a Dream, like all those Black Swan. I mean, he makes great fucking
Those
movies.
are all actually really
All
good
of
movies.
them
I
are
agree with
fucking
you.
They're great movies. But you know what the problem is? Every time I watch one of those, it's like a movie that leaves me in a situation where I'm like, I don't know if I want to watch it. It left me in a feeling.
You don't ever
it's
want to
like-
watch it again.
It's because it leaves me in such a mood where, like, I don't feel good after Requiem for a Dream.
No,
I'm
not
like,
at all.
Oh,
Because the whole time when I watch that, I want to do drugs, but then I really don't want to do drugs.
I just can't imagine like popping it on and be like, I'm gonna go sleep to this.
It's full of anxiety.
It's just like a horrible tragedy.
It's full of anxiety. There's so much anxiety in that movie, but the soundtrack, the sounds,
it's amazing. Yeah.
The way it draws every scene that he does makes you feel as crazy as that scene.
Dude, Don't Look Up. That one was fucking...
Don't Look Up was good.
That anxiety that I had through that fucking movie the whole time. I'm
was
like...
great.
The angry?
That's Darren
anxiety.
Aronofsky.
Oh.
Is it?
I thought there's one of the credit. Maybe it wasn't that one. There was something that came out recently around that same time that was Darren Aronofsky, and I'm like, holy shit! I can't believe that was
I don't
him.
know these people's fucking names. I don't give a shit about these people.
Never met them.
I don't care enough about any of these people to know who made anything.
So
It's the movie was good.
They're doing it again, Matt.
Jim, Brian.
Yep.
What do you guys think of the Fifth Element movie?
Oh, dude, that's a fucking classic.
Yeah, you're a
It's a
fucking
solid-
idiot, Dylan.
It's a solid 3.
Dylan hated it.
I
Give it a
didn't-
3
Great.
out of 5.
out of 2,000.
Out of 5.
Out of 2,000, you gave it a
Wait.
3.
It's better than
I mean,
half.
if you're scoring it on a legit scale, that's a reasonable score. But
Yeah,
if you're
there-
scoring
boom.
it with a entertainment value, it's higher.
I fell asleep every time I watched it.
You fall asleep.
Really?
Dude, it's got Gary Oldman in it.
Who?
I was going to say, who do you hate from that movie?
Nobody. I was just tired every time I tried to watch it.
So he bases it on his own feelings about himself.
I already disclaimered that fucking 3 years ago or whenever the fuck I had to watch that stupid fucking movie.
Oh my.
This is why This is why I don't review movies anymore. You want me to review a movie, and then I give a movie a review, and then you fucking cry about it for 3 years. It
Because Dylan
It
never
has
ain't
been
seen
like 3
shit.
years.
It has.
has been.
Well, hey, I'm gonna drink a beer and ask a question because I'm going back to video games. I've had a question for like an hour now. Jay is a big fan of you guys, by the way. I'm just gonna say this is the most animated and excited I've seen.
I love.
and I'm happy for you.
I love
dude.
video games.
I'm happy for you.
And beers.
What are your feelings on pre-orders? And what game are you most excited for this coming year?
Pre-orders are weird because on one hand, it doesn't take much effort, but it's a bullshit way of trying to overinflate the value of a game coming out. Like, especially when they have pre-order bonuses. And a great example is Warhammer 3 for PC. I'm big into like the strategy games. If you don't pre-order, you don't get like one of the additional, I'll call them like race packs of like things you can play as. That's fucking stupid because if you don't do that, then you just have to pay for it later.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's kind of why I ask, like, what is the benefit of pre-orders? Because I'm a big Borderlands fan, and I just got
There you go.
I just pre-ordered Tiny Tina's Wonderland
I just got that.
to
I
get
have
the
that
fucking
for
butt
free.
stallion pack.
I got it for free.
No, that's
that's
PC.
That's the pre one. There's a new one.
no. There's a
new
brand
part
new
of
one.
Tiny Tina.
Yeah.
No, it's a whole brand new game.
I have
It's
Tiny
gonna have
Tina.
DLCs and
That's a DLC pack.
yeah, it's a DLC from Borderlands
full
2
game
that
coming
they
in, like, a month.
re-released as a one-shot
What was the one I've been
adventure.
playing?
A DLC pack
It's
for
called
two.
Dragon's Keep.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah. But anyway, so I pre-ordered that to get the butt stallion pack because
Butt stuff.
yeah, because that's why I love fucking Borderlands so much.
Because of butt stuff.
That's my go-to game.
You get butt stallions.
Yeah, it's a
I mean-
unicorn.
You're not horsing
But-
around, are you?
No. But you know what is the true advantage? Like, are we just hyping up their fucking shit? Kind of because bands do this a lot too with pre-orders.
Well,
so
bands do it because they're broke, and that's the way to fund it to make it happen.
and the
Games
week,
do it 'cause
the
we're
week that it's
nerds.
actually released, all that pre-order shit goes towards the billboard release shit. So
Yeah.
it makes them look better on paper. But does that still work with video games in the same sense?
Here's the problem. Games since we've been kids have been $60 for a new release. So we talk about Nintendo. A Nintendo game was $60 back in the day. A brand new AAA game is $60 today. And with no inflation accounted for, it's like, why is it exactly the same cost as it was back in the 80s?
Right.
So on one hand, I kind of get it. Like I despise DLC and all that bullshit. Where we grew up in a generation where you could unlock all the bullshit you wanted by just playing the game.
You bought the game and you beat the game and unlocked all the cool shit you wanted. Yeah.
We're not that lucky anymore. So it's like either addiction. You pay $80 for a game or $60, and then you pay for DLC or you pre-order. Which one do you want? Do you want to pay $80 for a base game, or would you rather like you pre-order
the
you pay
full
the
bundle?
And I did. Yeah. I bought the $90. I pre-ordered the $90.
There you go.
It comes with the season pass.
So you were just you were asking if you made a bad decision or a good decision.
No. I'm legit. Like, what's the difference between doing it now or doing it later?
No, yeah, makes sense. But I'm trying to make it in a funny manner. Of like,
no, you're trying to make me look like shit, like you always do. I get it.
Right. I have a buyer's remorse question.
So I stuck a dildo in my ass when I pre-ordered this game. And I was just wondering if that was a good idea or if Jay is right.
I think pre-ordering is the right way to go.
If you're super into the franchise, Walt, I think you're good.
Yeah, if that's your game, like I play so many
Borderlands
games.
Is my shit.
I haven't pre-ordered until recently, which was Battlefield 2042. I pre-ordered.
Yeah, because I don't do it for a lot of games.
I've waited so long for a good Battlefield, and I fucking love. Shut up, Dylan, because you don't even fucking touch the thing.
I know. I won't touch it. It's fucking
because you can't. You don't get it, and you're not good. So it's fucking one of my
me and the entire internet are wrong.
They are wrong. I don't get why people are bitching about Battlefield 2042.
I don't know. Why are the numbers terrible?
I don't know. It's a great game.
Sucks.
It doesn't suck. I have no problems.
Randy, I'll get to
Battlefield 2042 plays great, looks great, and I have an amazing time with it.
That's great.
Now, look at Call of Duty. It's falling apart, but so many people are still paying to play it.
Because the game's more fun.
We can't even play Vanguard together hardly.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
We can't play Vanguard anymore.
Matt fucking was playing the other day, and fucking Rainbow Bright shows up out of fucking nowhere. the bridge to fucking
the graph.
Fucking where Thor lives fucking shows up.
I turned it into a rave show. I'll play it. Look at this.
Yeah, but it's crazy.
The second part of my question though is what game are you guys looking forward to this year?
Chambers, go ahead.
What do you call it? Turtles in Time, like reshelled or whatever. Not reshelled. That was the remake from like 2010. But no, they're like the guys who did Streets of Rage 4. They're doing a new Turtles.
Dude, Streets of Rage 4 came out fucking sick.
Yeah, dude. I played. That was my most played game back in like 2020. So as soon as I heard they're doing another game and based on Turtles, I'm like, all right, I'm all in. That's a day one buy.
I just started playing Captain Commando that has that same.
Oh yeah, we just recently got the Capcom beat 'em up bundle with all like the 5 Capcom punchy games.
I that
so
too.
Good. So good.
Does the online work okay with you guys? We haven't tried it yet.
I just playing single player on Captain Commando.
Home slice.
Can't be worse than like the Street Fighter collection. That has like the worst netcode I've ever seen.
Oh, I know, but it was so fun when you had the good connection. You just shit all over the other guy with the bad connection. That was a good time.
Oh yeah.
And what about you, Brian?
I mean, like I said, right now, I think it's probably that Warhammer 3 game just because as a PC player and I love RTSs and shit like that, that's my go-to. And Walt, to go back to your point, I think pre-ordering makes 1,000% sense because you're saving yourself from having to buy the shit later.
Yeah,
if you're a fan
more
of it,
money.
Yeah, like if you're a fan of it, dude, just always do the pre-order. Is it bullshit? Yeah, but it's kind of like everything else we deal with.
You're
It's
still
like,
gonna get some exclusive thing.
Yeah.
For some
The worst part about it is looking at the screen and saw 49 days and 3 hours. I'm like, you can just get rid of the ticker, man.
Like DLC.
That's a pain in the dick. Yeah.
DLC is just they're like, well, if the game never ends, then they'll just keep playing it forever and they're addicted. So
Well, Borderlands
it's a good-
3.
it's a good-
Well, and that's what breaks
their
up.
DLC packs were fucking amazing.
That's
They
what will
kept the
break
game
up
going.
monotony of games sometimes is all of a sudden throwing out these DLC packs. You're like, all right, this game's getting stale. Like how Halo, they're not doing anything with the game. They're just giving you ears or an extra shotgun shell on your chest or
man.
just
And while
the
we're-
most ridiculous things ever. But some people, it's like that's what they need to keep playing.
Yeah, I don't need all the skins and because especially for like Borderlands, it's first person shooter. You never get to see
you want
that
the map
shit.
to open up.
Yeah, but on a side note, fucking Randy was like, "All out Borderlands, you." It's
Oh,
not.
God.
It's not a. It's a co-op game. It's not like a versus.
He doesn't know. He doesn't know what he's doing. Well, you already know he doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't know where
I'll just pull up my Borderlands account for you, Randy, and I already win.
What about you, Matt? What are you most anticipating for releases?
No, I'm just good with what I got right now. I don't even really know what's coming up.
Way to be in the know, bro?
What about KOTOR remake?
Oh, I had never played the first one, so I don't have any nostalgia. So I'll just probably pick it up when it comes out.
The first one.
Yeah, I know. Like, dude, I have a gaming shaming secret. I never played KOTOR Knights of the Old Republic at all. But I played the MMO, and that's
so
weird
to hear you say. That's like, I'm surprised that you never played. I played that living with you.
I know, and I never even saw it.
That is insane.
I was like, gross. She's playing that RPG game before I liked them.
So good. Yeah.
Did you guys get any like RPG games?
I'm actually famously not an RPG guy because like I'm the kind of guy who just skips through all the story in any game I play.
Fuck yeah. That's my kind
I'm like, all right, when do I do something? When do I do something? When do I do something?
I do that, except for recently Star Wars Fallen Order. I am enjoying the shit out of that game.
Dylan logged into my Twitch one time while I was doing a thing, and I was playing a BioWare game, and all he typed in chat was, "Damn, these guys are gabby," and then left. It's just because I was in a story beat, and he's just like, "Too chatty, I'm out of here."
Yeah.
I lost a lot of years of my life to Final Fantasy VII when it first came out on PS2. And that's the only RPG I've really played. And that had an amazing storyline. It was like the best movie I'd ever seen for like 3 years that I don't remember.
Oh, dude, I have such a grudge against that game. What do you call it? My best friend growing up, like after that came out, I'd go over his house to hang out, and he would just be there playing it. I'd be like, "So you want to do something?" He's like, "No, I'm good right now."
No, I'm good.
So he would just sit there, and I'd be like, "I don't know, play your Game Boy," or just be like, "All right, I guess I'll head out. See you later." And that was like a good year and a half straight.
Dude, I had friends that were like, bro, wake up. And they would wake me up on the couch. They're like, dude, you were talking about chocobos and materia and shit. And I'm like, huh? They're like, what's that even mean? I'm like, oh, it's just some magic on this game I've been playing.
That's the nerdiest shit I ever heard.
It really happened.
That's so good, though. It's somehow super cute, too.
We peel away
Breeding chocobos in that game was the most intense fucking thing.
I never played any of the Final
stupid.
Fantasies.
You don't need to. It's all good.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, man.
It was the best. It came on 4 discs.
KOTOR was the first RPG I got into, and it was hard for me to find one that, like, outside of it that I enjoyed, but...
Yeah. They get weird. They get long. Sometimes they get convoluted and bullshit, in my opinion.
Long.
I know.
I know, we're getting in there.
We're going long, guys.
I had weird note, too, that I'm going to hold for next week.
It's fine, yeah. So I know this is typically where we pretty much had to break, guys. You're welcome to hang out, but I know we're keeping you late. If you guys want to get out now, you can hit the bell button.
You should stay, though. I'm really enjoying your company.
We've got the hey, look at this coming up.
Crack another beer and hang out with us for the second half.
I'll gladly grab another beer and just listen along.
I'll peer pressure the fuck out of you guys.
Too, and I got to pee.
Oh, yeah, so we're going to head to break right now, everybody, and we'll see you when we come back from that break. And
get your peas and poops out.
Get your peas and poops out. We'll be right back on the second half for the community-driven part of the show. We'll be right back. Bye.
I'm just going to take a little breaky now. A little breaky for me. And then we're going to come back. And I'm going to start the show over.
Roses are red. Violets are blue. Don't let wild hairs wreck you, Dylan. Valentine's Day is just around the corner, and our sponsors at Manscaped are here with the best tools to get you ready for the special occasion. This V-Day, it's time to join the 4 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped, the leaders in below-the-waist grooming, with our exclusive offer. Go to manscaped.com and use the code NFHC. Nafuck. For 20% off and free shipping. Hygiene is super important this Valentine's Day. You want to present your cock, it's got to just be ready to go.
Yeah.
Ready to rock.
Ready to rock.
I'm all about taking care of my hello gene.
The hello gene. You don't want to flip out a stinky bush that she has to frolic around like a truffle pig.
You sure don't.
To get around your ball bag.
Yeah. I no longer have to.
Nothing worse than diving into a stench trench and there's no way out.
Yes. So to make sure you keep your grooming routine with the best tools for the job, the Performance Package 4.0 from Manscaped, trademark, is just the thing every guy needs in their life to make each and every day just a little more special.
Walter got one last week.
Yeah.
And I used it.
How do you feel
before
about
the show?
How do you feel about it?
You know what? I tried something different, way out of my element.
Like
I
a
did it in the
shape?
shower.
That's the way to go.
Wait, running water or pre-running water?
Running water off to the side, jumping out of the shower just to look in the mirror a little bit.
Yes.
So like you use the side of the tub for like...
No. In my bathroom, it's just a shower stall. So I jump out of the shower, check it, because I can't see past my fat gut, so I need a mirror.
Did you go butthole?
No, I just did the frontal.
All right, so
The frontal?
The frontal.
Walter, welcome to the Clean Bag Boys.
Dude, it's so good.
Yeah.
It's so good.
The Clean Bag Boys ride again with the number one product in this package, the Lawnmower 4.0. This electric trimmer is designed to trim hair on loose skin, and Walter's got a fuckload of that. And get this, the trimmer's advanced skin-safe technology reduces cuts and nicks on your body. It even has a spotlight so he can get up in his creases and see what he has left to do. It's a full workday. It's an 8-hour shift. He needs to unionize to get rid of this fucking hair on his loose skin body. Did I mention that it's waterproof?
I did.
I'd like to propose making February 13th a national holiday as National Shave Your Body Day. Who's with me?
I'm with you.
I'm with you.
Sure.
Nobody wants B.O. Bush.
I think this is one holiday that men and women can get behind.
Don't forget to shave your behind.
This package also includes the Weed Whacker nose and ear hair trimmer to whack all the worst of your weeds. The Weed Whacker is also waterproofed and uses a 9,000 RPM motor-powered 360-degree rotary dual-blade system. That thing is so overproduced, it survived Dylan's nose.
Yeah.
The nose and ear hair trimmer provides proprietary skin-safe trademark technology which helps prevent nicks, snags, and tugs. I hate all three of those dudes in those delicate holds.
I'm Tug.
Manscaped even threw in 2 free gifts: their shed travel bag and anti-chafing box of briefs, which are comfy as fuck. We wear them during the show. Little TMI. And forget to smell good. Don't forget to smell good all over. Made with their signature scent, the Manscaped Refined Cologne will complement your collection with smell perfection.
Yeah, as the aforementioned, you don't want B.O. Bush.
On your collection.
I'm wearing that cologne right now.
On your ball collection, you don't want that aforementioned to smell on your perfection while you're boofing ivermectin.
Wow.
Go to manscaped.com for our exclusive offer of 20% and free shipping with the code NFHC. Your lady will thank you.
Thanks, lady.
You know, I wonder, what do fans of Walter's Wallowo dream about?
Things that would send cold chills down your spine.
Ah, that's wholesome. Tune in every Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific, to thatmetalstation.com for the most brutal show on the internet, Walter's Wall of Woe.
Yeah. We're back at a break. That was Walter's Wall of Woe and Manscaped. But Walter's Wall of Woe is on thatmetalstation.com, and that is where our episode airs first, exclusively in the morning on
Monday at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific.
11 a.m. Arizona Standard Time.
He is like a fucking robot. He just sounds
I know,
so professional.
Every time you ask him, no matter how fucked up he is, it's like he asks and he's like, that's at 1 p.m.
It's like I hit a sample button.
Because I do it all day whenever I do my radio show.
You're like sitting in your chair, you're like,
Hey, Walt, 1 a.m. Pacific.
1 a.m.
Well,
Pacific.
We're excited to be there.
Getting good numbers. Lots of good fucking reviews.
Yeah, it's a live version of our show.
I think we're actually shocking people on the station because they go from like some WASP Everybody's jamming on some Wasp, and all of a sudden, fucking...
We follow Wasp.
No. Actually, we follow a great DJ, Sarah from Sarah's Invasion, but she's
made some funny comments.
Yeah, she has a lot of good fucking listeners. A lot of people from Brazil
My favorite
tune into her show, so they're getting a taste of us.
Brazil's getting a taste of our taste.
My favorite is somebody made a comment. Are you listening? She's all, these guys are ridiculous.
That's one way to put it.
Yeah. That's a good compliment.
Thatmetalstation.com. Get in there. Get into Walt. He's so good. We hired him. He's our new.
He's got so many zeros.
He's the Ron Swanson retarded little brother.
Yeah, I'll accept that.
Turtle.
Beautiful
What are you,
eyes.
turtle?
He has beautiful
What are you
eyes.
fucking retarded?
I'm kidding, Walt. I love you, buddy.
That's me quoting somebody, not saying it.
And yeah,
The same person.
I think that's how it works.
It's that person.
the Drink a Beer and Play a Game / Power Hour podcast boys have decided to hang out for the second half of the show. So thank you guys.
I'm excited for that.
Thanks for having us.
I forgot to grab.
Way to stay around. Give us a reason to drink more.
Give us a
Speaking of that, I'm gonna grab a cider real quick.
Get
You
in
want one,
there.
Matt?
Yes.
I think there's only one left.
Well, baby bird it into me.
I asked before I grabbed this one.
All right, so this next segment is community driven. Everybody sends us their shit across the world that they have scoured. Let's go look at this.
Oh, look at this. Look at that. Look at this. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Would you look at this?
That's how the game's played. You find something dumb, gross. Will Dylan puke?
No,
Will he not?
I just don't look anymore.
He just doesn't look at this. It's the whole game's
I
look
know,
at this, Dylan.
but if I'm gonna puke,
Coward.
I don't want to be a barf bro.
There was one. There was
On
There
your
was
own
one
show.
that was bad.
It was pretty bad. I don't know if we have any bad this week, but we'll dig around in these files that everybody has sent us in the Discord, which you can find on NFHCpodcast.com. The Look at This channel, I have decided after 218 episodes before this one, just send it there. It's the best way to find it.
That's where I've been sending things.
All
You
right,
did a good
then.
job. You did a good job.
All right, then.
Use the Discord, Walt. People love you.
Don't
shut up.
All right. No, fuck that. Because speaking of Look at This, everybody at work that listens to the show has now learned that they do not listen to the podcast while they eat lunch.
Oh.
Because it's always around the time that Look at This comes up.
Fucking weak bastards.
Dude, fuck you. Listen to Look at This while you're eating Taco Bell.
I do this.
You will throw up.
Nope, I won't.
You might be overselling.
No, I won't.
'Cause
Matt can agree I will not throw up while
He
eating,
does a
watching
good
something
job.
No,
gross.
I know that. But I'm just saying that there was
Cowards.
a
Because
broad statement.
some of them are mundane, like this one.
I can't talk right now. I'm making piss.
That's fucking
I don't know
stupid.
why that was sent.
I can't talk right now. I'm making piss.
Just a snake
song, dude.
hardcore drinking.
What
Why
if you
is
can
that
see?
It's
song?
the song that's getting me.
See, and we don't understand why that's funny.
But it made everybody laugh.
You know, you just know it is.
I'm making piss. I've never seen a snake drink water, and I think
Or
that's why
make
it's
piss.
weird.
That's fucking great. I've had snakes before. Yeah, they do that, but yeah. Gulp, gulp, gulp.
I didn't know snakes were chuggers.
Wow.
Some of the names fucked up as I was saving these. Let's see here.
Send him a Discord, but Matt might not get it right.
I have to scroll up to see the name. I see the video.
Oh, we know how good you are.
gonna
I
happen.
swear to God, there's a disconnect between there and Dropbox. Fuck off. All right, here's the next one.
Sorry,
this
everybody.
one's gaming related.
I said GG 5 times, and now I'm banned from playing this stupid game for 72 hours. Come on, game.
Oh, no.
That took me way longer than it should have.
He's a Winnie the Pooh fan. You know what I mean?
There's a bunch of
He's over and over and over again stated that he's a fan of a specific person on.
It just
Winnie the
says
Pooh.
"Oh bother" again and again.
No, Tigger.
Oh, father.
It says Tigger.
Don't.
over and over again.
Don't go. That's too close.
Gay N-word.
Close to what?
The gay N-word.
So stupid.
See, that's worse.
It's not worse.
Don't do that.
I can do whatever I want.
Another gaming arena one.
Good gay.
This is from my Twitch, and I labeled it, "Why do people hate on Battlefield 2042?" Because this is Vanguard.
It's so bad.
Holy shit.
Call of Duty Vanguard breaks in the most interesting ways.
There's colorful.
I turned it into a rave, though.
You're all,
It hurts, but I can't look away.
Damn, that's actually a good light show you set up.
That'll make me throw up
right?
faster than something gross.
So normally in that map, so basically the map exploded into a rave-esque light show, but right there, all that is a wooden box.
What?
So, like in the level,
What
it's
it's
like
supposed to be?
It's a wooden box that just has like an ammo thing on it, and you just run past it. Like it's just a little piece of cover, but it exploded.
That's what I was trying to figure out.
awesome.
What map this was.
It's that Numa Numa one or whatever.
I love that you made a rave out of it, dude.
See, the difference.
Were you on PC or what were you playing on?
That was on PC.
The difference between Battlefield and Call of Duty when things like this happen is when it happens in Battlefield, I'm like, fucking good, I don't have to play this game. When it happens in Call of Duty, I'm like, oh man, I was really looking forward to this.
This doesn't happen in Battlefield.
Well, I know, but other things happen.
Everybody's telling me on the internet the Battlefield's broken. I've crashed twice in 80 hours.
I just think they just don't think it's a very fun game.
It's because people want this kind of game.
Yeah, listen to the soundtrack this game has.
Oh, I thought this was Cyberpunk.
Man, why can't I take Molly when I play this game?
Just turned it into
I'll
a
just
rave.
go back.
Anyway,
Call of Duty on Molly is not a good combo.
Ew.
It's too sweaty.
Yes, it is. Look at the screen.
Call of Duty's a coffee weed game. It's not a booze game. Here's one called The Best Scene out of Rise of Skywalker.
There's an incoming destroyer.
Gotta go now. Did we get it?
Oh, this is when they reboot C-3PO after they teach him to talk Sith.
This is sad.
Uh-huh.
Babu?
Yep, Android is ready.
Oh, nigga, don't hate me because I'm beautiful, nigga. Maybe you got rid of that old ass haircut you got. You get some bitches on your dick. Oh, better yet, maybe Tanisha will call your dog ass if she ever stop fucking with that brain surgeon, the lawyer she fucking with. Nigga.
Sith? Is that why Sith was banned by the New Republic? Fucking...
Yeah.
That might be my hey look at this of the year.
It's only February.
I know.
It missed the closed captioning at the end.
Yeah.
Follow for more.
Babu at the best. Hey, hey.
Haircut you got, you get some bitches on your dick. Oh, better yet, maybe Tanisha will call your dog ass if she ever stop fucking with that brain surgeon, the lawyer she fucking with. Nigga.
Isn't that from the Boondocks?
I have no idea.
Oh no.
I feel like that's from like Don't Be a Menace in South Central while drinking your juice in the hood.
The Wayans Brothers movie.
Yeah. San Andreas.
Yeah, it could have been San Andreas.
Oh, I think it's...
It sounds like San Andreas.
Or GTA 5.
Or no. It is Lamar.
It's
from
Lamar
GTA
from GTA
5.
5. Yeah.
Yep.
But
yep.
that singy part at the end is from it's Mike Epps does that too.
It's probably just
he copied them.
one of them.
Lamar copied it from GTA 5. It is definitely that. Yeah.
That's the sound file put onto C3PO. Dude.
Whoever edited that though to make it sound like C3PO fucking did a great job because that was electronic as shit.
Friday when fucking Smokey is all around here.
Don't do it!
Twin.
I just shook my head.
Hey, next video.
Right? Easy. And then whatever C3PO said. That's a good pop.
I didn't know.
Dylan has been nervous all night.
I didn't know CP3
about the line.
represented his
Riding the
set
line.
like
Right, because he added a new fucking word to the lexicon of bad things to say.
Yeah. Only one per
Tatooine goes
episode.
hard.
Oh, here's a. You know that piano song for release?
Yeah.
Here's one that Walt might like.
Why do I feel like all of that is Infant Annihilator?
Sounds like Wade Taylor getting bored.
All Walt listens to is blast beats. You
That's
guys,
not all.
Well, I'm teaching him synthwave. I'm courting Walt. I'm sending him songs like I'm trying to fuck him.
And I ruined that algorithm by sending
calling
him.
it
I'm like,
musically.
Matt sends him all that stuff, and I ruin the algorithm. I'm like, bro, what about this?
And you send me some doom metal.
Yeah.
I'm sending him sensual synthwave.
Yeah.
Check this out, babe.
I gotta uncover his roots.
NFTs and they're nifty.
NFTHC.
That's a good name for it.
NFTHC.
NFTHC.
NFHC.
Oof.
Bro, we're
I'm
making
not
millions.
doing
Please
that
stop
one.
that.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I'm not doing that one.
Anyway, NFT bros are annoying, and somebody's making fun of them on Twitter.
Literature NFTs will change the world. That's a PDF. You're describing a PDF. I feel like literature and the metaverse are going to go hand in hand. I imagine writers collaborating with artists for immersive experiences we've never thought of before. Exciting stuff. This is a movie.
Why do I feel like that's Heart of Tanks narrating this?
It's got Hart's funny delivery.
Yeah.
Yeah, so apparently NFTs are getting all crazy and like, bro, this is just a fucking movie. Calm down.
Hey, it's okay. Facebook just lost the most money that a business has ever lost. So maybe the metaverse will die.
Yeah. The cadence, though, too, is like when Heart of Tanks explains something and then his punchlines at the end reminds me of this guy.
It's almost that dry humor British thing. Yeah.
So here for that, not only literature as we know it, but merged with visual mediums into multi-layered, programmable, and composable experiences, which can adapt and change over time. It's going to be so lit. A website. You're thinking of a website.
Dude, it's fucking Heart of Tanks, dude. That's 100% Heart of Tanks did this and sent it in.
And then I thought this was funny. I found this one. An NFT scam happened. And the way the guy pieces out is why this...
Wait, what's with Dylan and the paintball gun?
I mean, I'm honestly surprised that NFT bros think that books can be NFTs because these people are so stupid, I'm shocked they can even read.
It's on par with Dylan.
What?
Looks like him.
That's not what I look like.
No,
If you were blonde.
You're just mean to people like that.
I'm not mean to anyone
I
ever.
mean, it looks like Dylan.
You know what? I'm going to have Dylan's back here. Nothing about this reminds me
100%.
of Dylan.
Thank you, Walter.
100%.
See, I'm nice.
He looks nothing
The
like
cadence.
I think he looks 200%
No, even the way he's
like him.
talking. Don't
Don't fall
Don't
into
do that
Jay's
to
shit. He's
Dylan,
doing
dude.
the
What the
thing.
fuck?
Jay's doing the thing.
It's just blonde.
Next video.
I just got put in check.
Here's the NFHT or
You guys are idiots.
NFHT. God damn it.
See.
You're stuck now.
NFTHC.
You're gonna mess up the phone number later.
NFTHC, NFHC.
Anyway, the way this guy pieces out of a scam from one of these fucking things killed me.
It's Dylan.
This is Doodle
Oh,
Dragon.
it's Jay. Look at that guy.
I see it. That strong jaw, nice eyebrows, good hair. All of his hair. He's got all of his hair. I get
love
it.
his beard.
Yeah.
Let me just play the guy. I want to push this button right here, and then audio is going to happen. Video 2 on NFHC podcast.
Great
YouTube.
eyebrows.
This is Doodle Dragons, and they just pulled off one of the most bold rug pulls ever. Doodle Dragons was a verified Solana NFT collection. They vowed to donate all profits to charities helping animals on the brink of extinction. Everything seemed to be going great, and they tweeted they would be donating $30,000 to the World Wildlife Foundation. However, on the official Twitter account that's now deleted, the founder announced he had a change of heart and tweeted out, "Actually, fuck that. Our charity will now be my bank account. See you, nerds."
Oh yeah. I mean, $30,000 to save extinct animals on the verge of extinction.
He cut it early. It could have kept going, but he's like, "Fuck you, nerds."
That's not even that bad. There's that like Ice Poseidon guy who did like $500K out of his fans.
Yeah,
and then he did like this statement. It's just like, just deal with it.
Fuck him for buying fucking pictures of things. Right. Fuck them, you idiots! All you NFT fucking idiots! You're spending money on pictures of things. That's the simple.
Come on, Dylan. Let's fight about it.
Say something.
Well, I'm not trying to like retire off that picture of the comedian from Watchmen.
Yeah, but we're spending money on pictures of things.
But but there's no. These don't have resale value on a stock market, basically.
And why? I don't.
You're not paying millions either.
No, it's insane. That's fucking you. You're all fucking idiots.
All art is is all subjective pricing. So basically, Jay, when we're all in the metaverse and you don't have any paintings on your wall, that's your fucking problem.
Self-drive a car. Self-drive a car.
Dylan just wants to bring up the Beatles again.
Yeah. Gonna bring up the Beatles, Dylan?
Yeah.
The Beatles.
Are you waka chucking a walrus Converse or whatever those fucking dumb lyrics were?
You know what? I tried to change my gamer tag to
chuck a walrus. Hucka chuck a walrus Converse, bro. You ever do that, Dylan? You ever hucka chuck a walrus Converse?
It was
Tell me.
Walrus Gumboot or whatever.
That guy too.
I tried to change my gamer tag to that, and it was one letter too many.
Oh.
You couldn't figure it out?
There was no way to make it look good. No one would have got
Sounds
it
like
if
Dylan
I changed
lost his
any.
passion.
Well, I didn't care that much.
Walrus Gumbot.
I thought of that. Actually, that was one potential. But I'm like, but no one's going to get it.
That's people don't need to get it. That's why my name was Dump Truck.
Well, there's nothing to get.
People don't need to get it.
It's pretty straightforward. You're a dump truck.
His gamer tag before Dump Truck was Tug Stickson.
Well, yeah, that one.
That one's good. Tug Stick, son.
Oh yeah, what's your guys' gamer tags? You got to have them.
I'm Merzy07.
Hell yeah.
And I'm to spell that, it's MIRZY07.
Nice.
Okay.
And I'm Chambers Cambers on Xbox. So JAMBERSCAMBERS. It's like an old in joke from the college days.
My new gamer tag is Hunky Dilf. Just
Oh man, you guys have respectable gamer tags. We have our buddy out here. Because for some reason everybody in Phoenix wants to represent the area code they hail from on phones. He's Poonslayer 623.
Yeah.
And I'm come on.
Yeah.
But he spelled it Pune, so it's Pune. And well, what up, Pune?
Because when he put it in the first time, they're like, you're not allowed.
Fucking Pune.
I still on Activision, they still wouldn't let me. I'm still Tug Stickson, or I think I'm Tug Stickson still on Call of Duty. It wouldn't let me change it to Hunky Dilf.
I'm Tomato Funk.
Tomato Funk?
Yeah.
Because you got all the tomatoes in your face?
I've been rocking that since 01.
I love that Walter's a tomato catcher.
Since the towers came down.
Yeah.
He's a catcher. Yeah. Walt's a catcher.
Fucking
of seed. Tomato seeds.
I'm a Dodger.
We shit on Dylan before the show started for being emo, and here's when emo popped off at its peak. When emo popped off at its peak, the news had to get in on it.
The emo scene is sweeping the country, and its music is big.
These are emo scene kids, but if you're over 25, you've probably never heard of them.
Scene kids. You definitely emo scene kids.
Girls wear huge buckles on their waists, double piercings in their lip. Boys wear their band shirts tight, and pants even tighter.
Dylan does wear a tight pants.
Yeah, dude, this is his scene. He
still rocks a tight pants.
That's a lot about society.
I didn't start rocking a tight pant until like 3 years ago, though.
Oh, you just caught up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't start listening to emo until I was
Because you
already
needed
out of
everybody
high
to see your
school
fit body, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, when you wear clothes that fit, they feel better.
Your body.
But these are a little tight.
Your body.
Were you able to go tighter after the Manscaped sponsorship? You removed a little bit of distance.
Was it more comfortable in the, in the frontal area?
NFHC at checkout?
Yes.
Hell yeah. But hold on. There's more news.
Yes, girl pants are a must. Emotional, but some take it to extremes, posting their angst across the internet.
How everything is falling apart and like birds are dying.
Is there old YouTubes of Dylan on fucking YouTube? Fucking being like,
did she just say grapes are dying? What did she say? She said grapes are dying?
Across the internet.
How everything is falling apart and like birds are dying. I mean, birds are dying.
Birds.
Oh, birds. How did I hear grapes?
I like how I moved my ear closer to the microphone to hear her.
You fucking idiot.
Totally, and I'm glad I shared it with you.
See.
What? What'd you say?
I don't think the Power Hour has our problems.
No.
Oh, we have our own problems.
Sorry.
I don't think that
a guy that can't even get his video straight. So come on, you guys are good.
Sometimes I'm returtled.
I might actually remember the end of this episode. So there's been some guest spots and shit where I'm just like, I don't even know what I said the last half, and Brian's like, yeah, you probably shouldn't.
Dude, the last two of us for me for sure.
Yeah, you've been bad.
I've been bad in the live cut, and when I heard you guys were back in the live cut, I'm like, I bet you they're partying so hard.
I've watched Matt talk himself out of a vomit the last two shows.
Oh, I almost lost it on that one.
So
he goes.
So my Fridays consist of this, and then Saturday night I want to do like a very long Twitch stream because I can't get a lot of hours in during the week. And literally before I log in, I'm like, I'm never gonna drink again. And then like 2 hours in, I'm like, Lagunitas is so delicious.
Oh, you twitch your way through the hangover.
Yeah, so like, because if you see what Dylan never did when he had that really bad time that he talked about earlier. That's like Days of Thunder when he crashed in the smoke, but then he never went through the same smoke again later to break his fear.
Yeah.
He just needs to do that.
You hop back on that pony.
He needs to grab the stick and get out of the flat spin like in the end of Top Gun.
Pull that stick, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Straighten that stick out.
You need to Tom Cruise the fuck out of this.
I did mushrooms. Everything was fine. It's good.
They're the same height, him and Tom Cruise.
Figured it out.
could work in 2 movies.
Yeah.
Pound for pound, inch for inch, you have better biceps than him.
Then who?
Tom Cruise.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Especially
but you're
Days
both
of Thunder.
fit boys. You're definitely both fit boys.
Oh yeah, I'm as fit as Tom Cruise.
I'm gonna get you a Fitbit for your birthday.
Hell yeah.
That degenerate Zwick sent us this one.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Ian, are you enjoying your pizza?
I was.
Let's show them where the pizza.
So it's like some fucking gross
Ron Jeremy bikini.
So this guy's on a set of a photo shoot eating pizza for the audio listeners, and then they're like, "Why are you They're clowning on him for just nomming pizza.
That's because the crust
was from Cumtown.
The crust was rubbing against fucking tubby dick bag.
Oh, fucking Stabby.
Worse is the tip is towards the taint. It went tip to taint, and that's what he took a bite.
You guys remember the comedian Gallagher?
Yeah.
God damn
it looks like Gallagher.
It's Fat Gallagher.
Is that not Ron Jeremy?
Yes, that too. Any balding mustached man can be lumped into a group of many 80s people.
Are we talking ourselves out of a vomit again?
Why are you patting your head?
I'm making sure I'm not a balding mustached man. I was like, I don't know. You can't see back there. There's got a lot of cameras around.
You can see up front, though. You're not that.
So that guy ate taint pizza.
Yeah.
Are we done with this one? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, we're done with that one.
That's the shit Jim would send me all the time. All the fucking time.
So
At least it's not my actual shit anymore.
It's not known that if that was the actual slice he's eating, it's just a picture that they're trying to tell him, look, this pizza rubbed against that dick.
What do you guys say? That's somebody from Cumtown?
Yeah, I think that's Stabby from Cumtown.
Oh, shit.
I'm not
The
familiar.
image?
I mean, I know of the show, but I've never listened to it.
Come down.
So the Cumtown guy's eating pizza dicks?
That sounds about right. For
Allegedly.
That sounds about
I don't know. That's I see. I didn't want to accuse.
Coming pizza,
It's
man.
probably worse than you're describing.
Neo. Let's see. Neo in the chat. He sent us this one.
She is a very respectful girl. She's never cursed in front of me like this.
Oh, it's one of those.
Gonna get good.
Oh, I've seen this. Yeah.
One of those anesthesiologists. I can't say.
Yeah.
I can't say anesthesiologist
Anesthesiologist.
How did you know what her name was?
Or femininity without sounding like I'm deaf.
How'd you know her name?
Anesthesiologist. Shut up.
In front of me like this.
I'm tired of shedding this. Let me tell you.
Nausea. Zip it.
It's coming out
Nausea.
like water.
Nausea.
Not
Zip
now,
it.
though, right? Okay. I'm sorry. My mind's just going. I wasn't wrong.
No.
I'm not
I wasn't wrong.
No.
I am a pre-med student.
We know that.
I have to make it. Black excellence.
Okay, Nausea. Shut up, girl.
I gotta be a doctor.
Dude, I don't ever want to go under the knife like that.
Yeah.
Right?
Like, who the fuck's record? Like, if I woke up after saying some stupid shit and someone's recording me, I'd beat the shit out of them.
I think there's like an unspoken code of ethics where filming your friend or loved one to not post it to where a podcast years later goes, what the fuck did this her friend do?
But
your life is just the internet. No matter what you do, it will be posted.
At the same time, if the four of us are in this situation, one of us is going to film it for us to look at it again.
I was just going to say, when you had your surgery recently, these assholes wanted you to get it recorded.
All they wanted me to do was film it.
Oh yeah, Dylan
we just wanted to film the extraction.
Dylan had a what is it called? A twin in his temple that didn't never.
It was a parasitic twin.
A parasitic twin that never formed all the way, and it was growing out of his temple, and they had to carve it out, and we wanted to film it.
Well, because we thought it was spiders.
We also could think we could do it with whiskey and an X-Acto knife out back.
Could have.
You just wanted to see if that's
totally could.
$20 versus $5.50.
Bro, all I had to do was sit there with a lighter over the scalpel until it's sterilized.
Oh, you're the one that promotes fucking NFTs and fucking
I don't promote
metaverse.
anything. I was just
dip it in tequila and then
listen. Just because
Elon Cooley's bringing us to Mars and fucking and you
listen,
just want.
I just like Teslas.
We can't spend.
And you're like, fuck giving other people money.
We can't spend.
And we would have done it for free. And pulled it out. I have tweezers.
I think
it was
I
gross,
have
guys.
tweezers.
that I've been misunderstood. Is what I'm gathering.
You're contradictory to what your beliefs
just because I say something doesn't mean that I mean it.
Okay, well, we're just.
What are you not getting about
we're
that?
We're pulling you to that line to see if you actually have the conviction to follow
I don't mean
through.
anything that I've said ever on this show one time.
So then you believe in the advancement of medical science.
All I know is whatever came out of your head is an emoji in our Discord.
It is.
That's true.
Along with my thumb. So what does that mean?
All of our fucked up parts are. We're gonna just put Matt's eye.
Yeah, you guys are gross.
He won't see it.
I can't see it.
And Walt's dick.
He won't see it.
What's wrong with Walt's dick?
I don't know.
Hey, welcome to the show.
He's got a stout dick, according to Trevor.
Play a game podcast.
Damn it. All right, let's see here.
Hold on. Can I say something?
Yeah.
Finally.
Finally. I've been quiet this whole time. Look, I might have made an off comment about this young lady's name.
You did. That was not acceptable at all.
I made a joke that her name was Anesthesia, right? But clearly in the video, the mother calls her Nausea.
Well, there you go.
Don't encourage him.
Look, my point was, I wasn't that far off. Right?
Next
You've been
video.
holding on to this for 5 minutes.
I have.
Dude.
Phoenix sent us this one.
Shit, Canada got ranked the 6th most miserable country in the world to live in. Then you know what? I'm gonna tell you right now, but
our resident Canadian
Tabernacle on his beanie.
So Canada's rated the 6th worst place to live.
Oh, that sucks.
live in. Then you know what? I'm gonna tell you right now, bud. 6th place is fucking moose shit. We're easily number 1 on that list. You want to talk about?
He's covered in snow snot beard.
Ice. I mean, it's called ice.
Cumsicles.
Yeah. Well,
Snow snot.
Snow snot sickles.
Walt went to Cumsicles, and I only see him on Friday. I don't know what he's talking about.
Is that not the thing that we
Oh,
do?
miserable. It looks like the goddamn abominable snowman came and nutted all over my fucking face.
Okay.
Oh, he listens.
Well, I'm on Walt's side.
You guys are Podstradamuses. What happens?
Nausea.
So cold out that I'm gonna have to start identifying as she/her pretty soon because my goddamn dingling's so far inside me. I'm not sure if the fucker's ever gonna come back out. 6th place. Get fucked.
I love Letterkenny.
That was very Letterkenny.
It was.
That's just Canadian. Letterkenny is just Canadian. Right?
Yeah, I think
They're funny peeps.
It's good.
Still
shit.
polite.
When I watch
Still polite.
when I watch it, it just hits me in the face and slides off. But when Dylan repeats it, he's more funny to me than they are, and then I laugh.
But that's not.
Yeah, but you smoke weed now, so you probably like it more.
I might. I like being alive a lot more now. like
You, in a sense, had a face lump removed.
yeah, I had a rough decade, and now I'm better now, and I'm like, hey.
Yeah.
Man, the other
I'll play
day
this terrible Warzone game with you, Dylan, because I love you.
You have multiple cool dogs now, and you have a one cool woman.
Dude, the other day though, I was smoking and playing Warzone with Home Slice, and I got so high that I thought I was dying.
I slid into that.
Yeah.
Matt has stories on your highness.
I came into I slid into Discord to play some Warzone with my boy Dylan and my homie Home Slice.
I was going through a thing.
And
laughing
he was
about
just, he's like, I think I'm better now. And I kept hearing like breathing patterns, and Home Slice like, you'll be all right, bud. Like he was just like, he talked you through a high point in your life.
I think a mix of dehydration and really good weed.
You know what's funny?
Wrecked my day.
You know what's funny
It's been a long
is
time
Matt
since
is
that
telling me that you were saying how it's your Tuesdays, and you're like, fuck it. Tuesdays are my fuck it days.
And I go
I picked
hard.
Matt up on Wednesday.
Yeah.
So did it happen on Tuesday or Wednesday?
Because he did the same thing the next day. That's just his after work is just he smokes himself and
Yeah.
has to be talked down by friends.
Yeah. Because I thought Matt was talking about like right before I picked him up that this happened.
No.
Okay. So it was me misunderstanding, not you not realizing which day it was.
Probably. I don't know what
Okay.
day it is.
So confused.
Ever. Well, you know right
This
now
is
what
all
day it is.
unnecessary. Next video.
Sorry. I'm concerned about you, bud.
I got it.
Did you?
No, I did. I figured it out.
Poor Jim and Brian.
Well, Home Slice helped. Home Slice was there. He figured it
They're
out.
doing great. Well, Home Slice is the one that saved your goddamn life.
Well, he's
Sounds
like
it.
he's like, oh, I'm about to get there myself.
What
And
about?
then,
Hold
and
on.
then proceeded to
I know
get
we're
as high as he could.
I know we're trying to traverse through this.
Yes.
But what about? I like that. There were you and Home Slice were doing something like fucking people all up, and Dylan thought that you guys were.
Oh yeah, in Warzone, this the same time we played the very next game after we had to talk you off a ledge of whatever fucking abyss you were staring into from weed. We dropped hot in a Warzone match, and Home Slice and I were just owning a whole floor, just murdering everybody that came in and talking about what we had to do to maintain bullets and dudes and windows and this. And I laughed, and you go, "Are you fucking laughing at me?
Oh yeah, that was.
Are you? Why are you guys talking shit about me?" I'm like, "You got to go to the tape, man."
That was a joke.
No, not at that point
Are
in
you
time.
guys anxiety shaming fucking?
Yeah, don't just
What
because
the
that
fuck,
was
dude?
me trying to get out of it. Just
Out of what?
out of my fucking hole of
What hole?
anxiety.
Why were you in a
Was
hole?
going on window
Of
bitch
what?
duty?
Because it happens sometimes. It hasn't happened in a long time, but it happened that day.
Why didn't you ask me for a hug?
You weren't home.
You got good
Tuesday?
hugs, Jay.
We were
Whatever
out.
day it was happening, Matt was streaming, and you were not home.
You were not home, Jay.
To hug him
on a Tuesday,
or you were home and occupied.
Hey, no matter what,
You were
I'm
in.
your fella.
Well,
you got problems, you come hug me.
He'll
I was
pull
fine.
out and put into you.
Listen,
Dylan sometimes just doesn't know when he needs a hug.
I don't ever.
See?
Fucking need
not
a
at
hug.
that moment.
When I hug him and I pop his back, that's when
That's
he
not
knows.
a hug, though. That's
what-
chiropractic.
Okay.
Oh, for me it is.
That's all right. We hit the 45-second trauma of our podcast fucking talk. Dylan, you're gonna make
Sorry.
it.
I'm already here.
Dylan, it's gonna be okay.
It's good. It's not your fault, Dylan.
Yeah.
This all didn't even need to happen.
I know.
Hey, you don't have to yell.
Yes, I do, apparently. Because it's the only time that it works.
We're calm.
When I start yelling, people start leaving me the fuck alone.
Dylan, we're all calm, speaking calmly to
All right,
you.
let's watch this dude be an asshole in a Taco Bell and get out of here.
Why are you filming him?
He's not filming.
Well, it looks like he's filming.
No, he's taking 30 pictures per second.
He's not filming. He's taking 30 pictures a second, Dylan.
That's a brilliant line.
It's
That's
so
great.
good.
I like that.
Oh, man.
And Taco Bell, for what reason?
He's a professional photographer.
You have to get permission to do pictures in Taco Bell.
No, we asked corporate already.
Oh, you already did ask them?
Yeah.
You got a time so we can verify it?
10 a.m.
10 a.m.?
Yeah.
He's just throwing shit out there.
I like how he looked at his phone when he made shit up.
Dude. Oh, man.
10 a.m.? Okay.
Yeah, go call the CEO and ask if I can record the menu.
Oh, in parentheses or whatever, it says guy explaining filming laws.
What's that? Hey, don't point your burrito at me. Don't point your burrito at me. That's a threat. No, you can use that as a weapon, though.
Oh my God!
I know the law. I know the laws too, guys.
God damn it.
Why are they being such dicks at recording?
Why do they care so much?
I don't know.
Fucking mob mentality.
You don't know enough to talk about to give this much of a shit.
It's a self-entitled era. People want to scream about whatever they can scream about.
Don't point
the camera at anybody.
Don't point your burrito at me, though.
You're illegally doing that, so we can have that taken right out of here.
He pointed his burrito at me. That's a weapon.
He knows he's so full of shit.
Everybody.
Now you're threatening me with the burrito.
They can legally sue you.
We can leave if you want. I don't really
fine.
care. All right, just trying to eat a goddamn chalupa.
I don't.
But what cracks me up is this was us without the cameras back in the day.
Yeah.
We harassed the shit out of people.
We're dicks.
Yeah.
I got kicked
You
out
still
of
are
McDonald's.
No, we're not.
Yeah.
Dylan, hey, it's gonna be all right, bud.
It's not your fault, buddy.
I got kicked out of a McDonald's for wearing a Marduk "Fuck Me Jesus" t-shirt. Because the manager said that I was disturbing their guest, and it was 3 old ladies laughing at my shirt, and I was like, "Are you guys offended?" And they're like, "No, I think it's funny." And they still kicked me out. They brought my order out to me and told me to get fucking fucked.
It's probably safer to eat outside, anyways.
Yeah, probably.
In a coof time.
It was in 2001.
Dude, it's always a coof time in there.
Oh, when the
He was
arches
planning
fell.
ahead.
You're planning ahead. Oh, we did it! Yay!
Oh, look at this. Look at that. Look at this. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah. Look at that. Would you look at this?
Dylan did it. It's not his fault. We're smooth now. We're in a good place. We're in a trust tree. We're in a trust tree, a safety circle.
Yeah.
we
I
not
gave
in
you
the
my
trust
Robster Craw of trust.
The Robster Craw of
You
trust.
did. I actually noticed your thumb hardcore for the first time just now.
It's gross, right?
When you were like,
Jay had some nasty hand damage.
That's what this does. It looks like I'm faking it.
I don't mean to disability shame, but fucking yuck.
It looks like a dead hand falling off of somebody.
I was like,
It
oh, that
feels
thing
like
is
a dead
fucked
hand
up.
falling off of somebody.
They just don't work. So it looks like when somebody dies in a movie, like the hand slides off.
It was cold. Felt like dead weight.
Do you guys have any horribly debilitating disabilities?
I have all of them. I have multiple if
Brian's all no.
if you're interested.
Jesus Christ.
Where do we start with Jim?
Nah, I don't know. I poop too much, but besides that,
Hey, that's a good question.
When was your last bad butthole day?
Yeah, there you go. When was your last bad butthole day?
Ooh, you know what? I can pinpoint this.
Wow, so
I like him.
I love your enthusiasm. Can I just off of jump? I love your enthusiasm.
Now
Continue.
tell us the story.
So for our patrons, I was like, let me give them a little end of year, a little thank you. So I got the Packy 1 chip challenge, that goddamn thing.
Oh,
So did that and burned like a bitch, but So it was bad during, but then the endorphin rush ran off, and I was fine like the rest of the night. The next day at work, though, I probably spent half the day just running back and forth, like instantly to the toilet. And each session was like at least a half hour. Like it was a cleanse I haven't had in a long goddamn time.
How'd you feel after? Like, did you feel like your whole insides were just flushed out?
It was almost religious. It was a little euphoric, I gotta say.
It was like the shit was so hot it like scrubbed your asshole back to pink.
Oh God! The first
did it bleach your butthole? Is what he's saying.
Yeah, like it looked like a fresh new butthole. You know, like when you get chapped lips and after it like heals, like your lips are a little pinker,
like a snake shedding its skin.
Yeah,
like,
a little fresher, a little softer than before.
It's like a hole molting.
It's a little shiny.
And all you assholes looked at me like I was a dumb asshole when I was like, do you ever take such a good shit? You reminisce about it for 45 minutes?
I would never look at you. I would never look at you cross about that.
You're like driving away from it. You're like,
yeah.
Feel good.
Yeah.
When have we ever
almost like you
asshole?
feel you're like you've left something behind, like you need to go like maybe I shouldn't give this kid up for adoption.
Like your dumb dead hand sliding off of Dylan's shoulder.
Gee, if I could go back for my fingers, I would. I would love to go back for my fingers.
Ew.
Sorry. And Brian, your butthole?
I can't. Jim beats me in all the stories. I can't compare.
Is that a weird segue?
No, it's the best segue we've ever done.
You don't know when your last bad butthole day was?
I've never. I mean,
come on.
Okay,
whatever.
You never even had the hot sauce ones like I did, though.
Look.
Yeah, like whatever the last time I had a legit like stomach virus.
No.
That.
Oh,
that's
no,
not even
worst.
You
not
call
even like
an alcoholic and
not
you don't
even
have
like
bad butthole days?
Not even
I
like
don't
a
believe
stomach
it.
virus. Like you're just like one of those days where it's not like a regular poop. You're like, this is not a good one.
It's just one of those days.
Maybe he doesn't want to talk about his poop.
Trust me. If
think
I'm
of your
trying to think of a good one. The thing is, I don't want to make up one. Like, I'm thinking of like one of the last times it was. Like you said, it could be stomach virus.
Think of your butthole as a Brandy song. You know what I mean? It's just one of those things that a butthole goes through.
I mean, that's one of those things. Like, dude, the peeing out the butthole when you have a stomach virus is a terrible feeling.
Yeah.
And I probably had one about 3 or 4 months ago, but once again, it's boring because it's only a stomach virus.
So
I'm coming to the conclusion that a majority of people have regular times and we just have bad.
But a regular time could be a bad butthole day because it could be such a stout feek that it's a bad butthole day.
This is so many feek.
So
Now,
outside of the
quality or quantity for a bad butthole day?
it's if you walk away going, I'm not sure if I wiped well enough or if they're or like you're just kind of like I'm not comfortable for the remainder of the day. Like I have them at work where I feel I wipe until the TP still it goes back to white. But when I get home and I'm like, I don't know, man. It just didn't feel right. So I get home and I use my wet wipes, and even though I wipe and it's clear, I feel better because it's more clean.
Is that why you were asking me if I needed some wet wipes?
Dude. I just want to make sure you have a good butthole day while you're here.
I do the same thing. You wipe till it's white.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's when you have to quadruple layer it.
That's what the human race is supposed to do.
I know,
Walt.
but I'm even okay if I draw blood, I'm like, well, at least it's not
Why
brown.
didn't you say that when he said it?
I don't know. I'm just trying to.
Like, are you okay with drawing blood as long as there's not poop?
Thank everybody that listened to episode 219.
You know what I mean? Sorry. I had to bring it up, man. I just want all my people that I love to have good buttholes.
I feel like I'm in trouble for encouraging you tonight.
Why?
I don't know.
I'm sorry for looking out for your butthole,
yelled at
bud.
me about it earlier.
Fuck Matt. Your butthole's I want your butthole good. I want all my friends to have good butthole days and have a good butthole life. You know what I mean?
If you want more of that, it's on NFHCpodcast.com.
Don't let anybody shame your butthole.
Oh, shit. All the patrons, patreon.com/NFHC podcast. You guys got a Patreon? Fucking plug that shit right now.
Go Chambers.
Patreon.com/drink a beer and play a game. So for as little as $2 a month, you can ask a question every week on the Power Hour podcast. $5 a month gets you bonus episodes. First one just dropped today, and a video game review of your choice.
Nice.
And then we have $1 and $10 tiers and all that shit too. So go check it out. All different tiers, all different rewards, exclusive content, all that good stuff.
Rad as fuck.
Can I pitch an idea?
Real quick. Walter and Trevor are going to be doing a bonus episode here soon for our patrons, and it's going to be fucking rad.
Yeah, we're going to try to get that together next week.
People are requesting more Trevor and more Walter, so I'm just going to let you guys do a thing.
Wow. All right, we'll work out a thing.
That reminds me.
Load a load at once.
We have more guests coming up in February, but March and Day of Madness.
Madness
is coming in March, and we have Mark and Dea in it.
Oh yeah, our buddy Mark and Dea.
Every
Everybody likes him.
Fucking, I love that.
Every week that he can. I don't know. I think it will be every week though.
He's going to come to the studio?
Yeah.
Oh, fucking rad.
We'll tempt him with the fun.
No, he wants to. It's just he lives far, so
he's a winner of a Barf Broad shirt.
We'll make it happen.
He is a Barf Broad.
What part of town does he live on? How far?
Gilbert.
Ooh.
Yep.
That's right. One time in the month. That's fine.
Where people in the room just go, ooh.
Yeah.
It's like an hour drive one way.
Yeah, everybody cares about our traffic.
And we drink, well, they drink. So I would have to drive him home.
No, he could stay here. We got the loft set up.
Oh yeah, it's fine. Anyway.
Yeah. So anywho,
and the last place. What?
No, I just thought of something. Remember how I told you? So listening to your show, you'd said something about because James, you had said something about playing James instead of games on one of your episodes. I don't know if it was like a turn of phrase or like just joking around, but I a while ago I thought about Matt. Is it all right if I say
my slave name?
Yeah, your slave name.
Yeah.
So Matt's slave name is James. So I had thought about him having a Twitch like a Twitch stream called "Playing James with James," which is But now that you guys, we have two Jameses here. James with James, and you guys Twitch together and do like a bonus episode.
Ooh, I'm game. He's gonna have to do all the work.
No, you're not game. You're James. You see what I mean? You get it?
Oh man! Oh my god!
Yeah, James with James. But it's game. You know what I mean?
I'm down to play some shit.
For this.
Yeah, you gotta take advantage of your names.
You have to use your names.
He likes the retro shit like I like the retro shit, and new releases of retro shit have online multiplayer.
You could call it James on James.
I think you should just do James and James.
Yeah. Either way, you guys can flesh that one out. But
I think Jay wants
we'll do the new
start
battle
like a couples account is what he's getting at.
No, it's not
a joint Facebook.
Yeah. Okay. Now that does make sense.
Who are you messaging?
For content, I think to bring the two families together.
All right, and the last place you could give us a fucking, NFHCpodcast.com. You find our Discord link there, my Twitch stream, our Twitters, our Facebooks, all that stuff. The Facebook group's fun. It's just memes and death, but god damn it.
Yeah, fun is a good word for that.
It's fun when we have to try to keep it alive from the zuckening, but... 480.
Oh, you guys got zucked?
A couple times.
Our group almost got taken down.
Our group is called NFHC Podcast Unzucked.
Well, that's one of them. That's our backup.
That's our backup.
We had to make a backup.
Do you not remember us telling you that OnlyFans took us down?
Facebook's right there too.
But the last thing is the voicemail 480-788-7330, and we'll get into those right now. Voicemail 480-788-7330. Here is the voicemails. I'm going to do it a little bit different. We have a couple. We got voicemails, What That Dick Do, and then a couple videos. It's going to go all quick. It's going to be smooth. It's going to be nice. Here's the first voicemail of the week.
Just voicemails first?
Okay, doing a great job. Okay, perfect.
That's how Matt tells me to shut the fuck up.
No, that is not.
Silence?
It's Walt's fault.
It is.
All right, here we go. Here's first voicemail.
Okay, so you guys need to get this fucking Freeze Pipe sponsorship like yesterday
We don't
because
need underage children telling us what to fucking get.
He's of age. He made it.
He's not old enough to
feel like he's
smoke
lying.
weed.
Yeah.
Nobody. Well, in a lot of states, nobody can smoke weed all the way to like 100. Shut up, Dylan.
Okay, continue, Spaghetti.
I've been wanting one of those things for like a very long time, and I would love a little 20% off discount or 10% off discount, probably. I think that would be great.
Sure would.
That's all. Boners.
Boners.
Your hair looked good.
Oh,
too.
thanks.
So Rem can stop asking you to get a adult haircut or whatever. Bye.
Yeah, get an adult chin.
Oh, Jesus.
Or even a
chin, or even just one.
Yeah.
Or a.
I'd like to
Any
thank our
kind of-
guest this week for having chins.
Yeah, thanks guys for having
Strong chins. Look at that picture.
having a
Oh,
pronounced jawbone. It's appreciated.
It is appreciated. Let's see. Here's the next voicemail of the week. Oh yeah, Freeze Pipe.
What up?
We would love to because I like using it, so I already endorse it. So go good.
I have an idea for the. I'm gonna cut a bunch from the last episode, but like in a way where like we hit it and then it cuts to like the stoned alone moments.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like
just play Walt the entire time after he hits it, because
I was wrecked.
Fucking
Yeah, he was
Walt
pretty
was
wrecked.
destroyed.
I just don't want to live in a world where people are shaving their balls to us, but not getting high while they're doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, what kind of world is that?
Don't be weird and soberly shave your balls to us.
The lawnmower
You
4.0
fucking freak.
works in the freezer too.
Yeah, you freak.
All right, here's
You're all
like
sober shaving your balls to our
Next
voices.
voicemail.
Weirdo.
Hey guys, Adam from Houston here.
Adam.
Dylan, why in the fuck did you turn down a quesadilla? That's literally all your food groups.
It's like quesadilla is all wheat
It
and
is.
cheese, bitch.
That's a good point.
Wheats and cheeses.
All you have is meat, cheese, and some kind of carb. That's all you eat, bro.
There's no meat.
And Jay goes and makes you a quesadilla, and then you shoot his
he
ass
didn't
down?
make me a quesadilla. He made a quesadilla, and I wasn't hungry at the time.
No.
Or something. I don't even remember what. I don't
No.
remember the quesadilla.
He's gonna make this story better.
No. I was going to make a quesadilla, and I asked you, would you like me to make you one?
Oh yeah, and I said no, I didn't want one.
Yeah.
Blasphemy.
Fucking eat her.
If I fucking
I didn't offer you
ate-
what I already had. I offered to make you a fresh, one of your own.
So you want me
very
to force
own.
down some food I'm not hungry for?
Pork it
Yes.
down, dude.
Yes,
All right.
Dylan, do you not fucking get that?
He continues.
I'm not doing it.
I'll feed you.
They're starving
I'm
children.
surprised in you. You really disappoint me.
You look like
Later,
you're
guys.
starving.
Bonus.
Later, Adam from Houston.
Always look like you're starving.
I am doing just fine, everyone.
Last kind of voicemail of this style.
Greetings. This is your good friend Heart of Tanks.
Heart of Tanks. You did a look at this earlier. Apparently. There he continues.
As I was watching this episode, the topic of NFTs came up. And it's the most annoying thing to talk about. People just want to push those fucking
Wait, is he doing the
NFTs down my
NFT?
throat.
The home slice.
Fucking-
Did you architect this?
I think Hart was listening.
Oh.
NFTs down my throat, and I just get so annoyed. So whenever someone asks me if they want NFT, I would just say, "How about you NFTs nuts?" Got him.
Got him.
See? That was home slice.
NFTs nuts.
Yeah, I like it.
All right, this one's a visual one, Dylan. You got to set up the way to do a visual one.
Who is the visual?
We'll see. Here, this one is Viz voicemail CM.v2. No. The Rich Dickman Show attacks us again.
Oh.
There you go.
I didn't see you there. It's me, Rem.
Chinless Dilf.
God damn it.
It's so good. I'm starting from again. Well, shut up. Here we go.
What good video quality, too.
Oh, hey. I didn't see you there. Me, Rem. Matty J. You certainly do talk a lot of shit for somebody who can't even produce a 5-minute bit on a regular basis.
Oh.
You know who else can't produce bits on a regular basis? You know who else talks a lot of shit and can't back it up? Yeah, Randy. How do you feel? You feel good about that? Do you feel good about me?
Cody says, "Oi."
What the fuck?
Why is Walter cooking bread?
That was when we were over there for the show and he made the garlic bread.
It is. He was all bread chested?
No, that's from Christmas.
Is it? I thought that was when you made us our garlic bread.
He's digging in your socials.
He is.
Creep.
All right, here we go.
You are. Just state the facts, bro.
Yeah, call me.
What did he say?
Just state the facts, bro.
Just stating facts, bro.
Throw up in a cooler. Go fuck yourself. And most importantly, bite my dick.
He says, "I know." The text says, "I know this is a visual gag on an audio podcast."
We're not an audio podcast. We're a podcast that is on multiple realms.
Yeah, we're fully in the metaverse or whatever.
Yeah.
I like how Rem's hard flexing. He's like, "Yo, I can produce shit. Randy can't. I get it."
You know what he's doing?
Look, check it out. I can do stuff.
Well, he's attacking Matty J a bit in this one.
I know.
Yeah,
And
that's not a good idea.
And he knows it's because Matty J is busy, and he's not going to retaliate as fast as you will.
He will once Matty J hears this, it's gonna be bad.
Yeah, I bet Matty J probably already retaliated.
And what that dick do?
Should have boosted the audio, but here's a.
Yeah.
I'll play an ad for them. There you go.
They did
Nope.
Look,
it looked clean.
I'm gonna give some praise, and I'm gonna let my shit slide right off his nose down to his chest because no chin to catch it.
Right.
That is a new emoji. They're already making emojis out of it.
That's so gross. So good quality video.
They wasted no time.
I couldn't because your audio was so quiet. I don't know if that was your plan to barely be audible. I was more focused on the closed caption, so I missed some of what you said because it sounded like a bad mix.
Hold on, we'll go back. Hold on. There's just a couple. We'll pause.
It's not even that long.
I know. Chinless Dilf, congrats on your baby, Matty J.
It's weird that your teeth are attached to your esophagus.
I love the eagle screech.
But he's saying he's shit talking over this.
Hey Jay, let's talk about our bad butthole days. Dylan, once upon a time I was falling in love, but now I'm only falling apart.
Okay, good. What?
I don't know.
That's a total eclipse of the heart.
Yeah, I totally shit when I fall.
I don't know why.
Then we heard everything else from
so
that.
there's all that entire closed captioning was biting off of other shit, not original ideas. Bad butthole days, that's us. They want to talk about it, and then they do a song. He couldn't even come up with.
He's overanalyzing the whole thing. It's not that serious. They're not that smart.
And I'm on radar.
But that's the thing. I don't think they realize that they're like, this is going to be a smart original idea, but they don't even know that they're doing.
You know that's a Cody edit though, because it was clean.
Yeah, true.
Cody's
Yo, guys, I'm sorry. I do have to hop off. I'm be up in 4 hours.
All right, man.
So
No worries.
I want to say, Matt, Jay, Dylan, Walter, truly appreciate you having us on. I think Jim is going to stick around, but I do have to hop off. I'm sorry, guys.
No worries, man.
Thanks for sticking around as long as you did.
I can't wait to drink. Yeah, I can't wait to drink with you guys, share some beers back and forth. So thank you all. Truly appreciate it.
Yeah,
cheers, brother.
Do this again soon.
Thanks for coming.
Cheers, guys.
Think about my balls.
Thank you, guys.
No problem.
Later, brother.
Hey, man.
Randy sent one too here.
Uh-oh.
Let's fucking do.
What if it's the same one?
I asked him because he's like, hey, I got this thing here. Dylan, are you ready to change it to the fucking video thing?
Yep, I was just fixing the thing.
I know you were. That's why I asked.
I have to fix the thing again.
Here we go to this.
Here we go. Oh my God.
He's a Viking?
He's a Dovahkiin.
yeah,
in his fucking Bengals fucking jersey.
All right, here we go.
Idiot.
Oh, I don't know sport.
Get him.
Hey, Walter.
Hey, Brandon.
Wait, hold on.
Hey, Walter. Good to see you. I just wanted to say that last week I was at the Royal Rumble. I watched my Bengals stamp a ticket to the Super Bowl. I was on Monday Night Raw.
Sick graphics.
It is.
You could see me on TV. I watched large sweaty men beat the hell out of each other, and I got inspired, Walter. If we can't have a summit, it's time to at least have a debate. It's time to settle this once and for all. All I need is one thank you. And as a man of my word, I'll apologize for everything that I said to disparage your name.
Coward.
Walter, think of all you have done on NFHC so far. Sure, you've missed 35% of the episodes, but in the time that you're there, Walter, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't be pulling clips. There wouldn't be no goddamn Dickmans. You wouldn't have the audience rallying around you, Walter. Matt wouldn't have to defend your honor.
True.
Walter, all of this success, despite your poor attendance, by the way, is because of me, Walter. I put you over. I gave you the inspiration. It's me, executive producer Randall fucking Dickman. Episode 200,
your last name.
The Rich Dickman Show. Be there. Let's do something, Walter. Let's end this. Call me, baby, and bite my dick.
Yeah, Walter. He did a thing.
I'm getting waved off over here.
Just say cool.
Say cool.
Just say
All right.
Cool.
He did a good job. He had a Viking helmet on. I like that.
Cool. Hey. Right on, brother.
All right. Last thing. It's a What That Dick Do from Maddie J. Here we go.
This will change.
All right, it's time to lift up those tummies for some From Under Cummies, because we are spreading it all over your favorite cock sandwich. That's right, it's What That Dick Do.
Oh, yeah, so happy.
Me
It's
too.
been a minute.
I know, I miss his voice.
We shamed him into it.
Good job, Matt.
Hey, it's your host, Matty J. And now I know it's been a while, but we're back. And we have a couple new ideas that we are pitching past the thumb and onto the desk of our beloved NFHC team.
Bite my dick. Damn it.
Okay, so for this first one, you know how there's those like uplifting reality TV shows that have like some person with an addiction to something, and then we throw them in a room and cry at them about it, and then they seek help and get better. Or, you know, they take some of those lovable red hat loving people, give them a makeover, and try to teach them that people marry people other than their cousins. You know those shows? Well, this is not one of those shows. Coming this spring, the new primetime hit, Spreadnecks in the City. That's right. Yes. We took a good old boy. Hey, yo, that's my Magarah. And we took his old lady. Hey, y'all, it's Magaranda. And we moved him on up from the swamps to the city. New York City, that is. New York City. Yeah, we're gonna go up there in New York City and we're gonna teach him city snowflakes where we go on.
What the fuck?
We go all. That's right, you tell him, Robbie. So what we did is we put them in a completely furnished Manhattan condo with an unlimited supply of booze. You see this here, bag? These city folk don't even know what good beer is. Shh, Miller High Life. Well, la-dee-da. Champagne of beer's my ass. Give me some of that sweet, sweet Busch Light. City full of beer snobs. You know what? As soon as I see one of them man bun hoppy beer hipsters, I'm gonna suck his dick. Why are you always trying to suck people's dicks? You guys get We watch as they explore New York City. Well, cat my dog. Let's go see that audio. Trump Tower and get one of them tasty taco salads.
But Ronnie, I've always wanted to see Times Square.
God damn it, woman! How many times do I gotta knock your square in the mouth for telling me stuff I ain't my things? We even take them to see Lady Liberty herself.
There she is, baby. The Statue of Liberty. Blue is the colors of all the Americans who built her.
Actually, Ronnie, the French gave her to us in 1886 as a gift. And originally she was copper, but she weathered green. That's green, Ron.
Green? Where do you say green? Do you see any French fries on that crown? The French. Is she holding a bottle of French dressing? Or is it some of that fancy dancy seltzer water they all like that tastes like the time you ate too much asparagus? No. Here in America, you tell Pierre if he has something to say, he can come right up to me. And you know what I'm gonna do?
You're gonna suck their dicks?
I hate you, Rhonda.
Spreadnecks in the City, coming this spring.
Jesus Christ.
Well, all right, boys. I know I said there was going to be another one, and I sure should have it scripted right here. But it's getting late. It's already 7:36 p.m. on Friday night. I am drunk. So
hot.
Impromptu drunken voicemails with dabs. So what we're going to do is we're setting up a dab here. I've got a little bit of Jack Herrera, live resin.
Ooh.
We're going to get our dab right here.
Live resin, huh?
You're going to hear this wonderful sound.
Crack pipe?
That's the torch. And at the end of this dab, I'm going to impart you with some knowledge. Some things you never fucking thought you knew. Something that you could take to your grave, a Mark Twain style quote you could put on your fucking headstone. So we got that nice and red hot.
Oh my God.
I love his background music.
Anyways, that's been What That Dick Do this week. We're going to do this dab. We're going to leave you with a little bit of knowledge. And we're getting the fuck out of here. So here, hold on just 1 second.
All right.
Let's do this hit.
Waiting for
right
it.
about now.
It's so crackheady.
It is really crackheady.
Holy shit. All right, so, are you guys ready? Are you ready for it? Life-changing knowledge. What did the cowboy say to the pencil? Draw, partner.
Oh, God damn it.
And this has been What That Dick Do.
God damn it.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome back, Matty J.
Seriously, guys, Macaron fucked my throat.
Magaron's an asshole.
Yeah.
Fuck this.
Where's our money?
Oh, yeah, Magaron fucked up our PayPal. What a fucking asshole that guy is. Why's Magaron got to do that?
All to suck a dick.
Huh. Well, that was episode 219. What a long adventure.
Jesus Christ.
It was a good adventure.
I know.
I had a great
time.
I had a great time. I had a blast, Dylan.
I know.
Did you have a good time?
Yeah, I always have a good time.
Jim!
I had an especially good time. Especially.
And speaking for Brian, we both had a great time. So thank you so much, guys.
Thank you
is
for
still
coming
there.
on. I know he is. 'Cause he's
Yeah,
a
he
goddamn champion.
Brandon's in
among
here fucking
men.
drinking and enjoying these voicemails.
Yeah, Brian said he was gonna. Jimmy James.
I remember.
Was gonna stick around.
We ran late for technical difficulties because the people that just listen on
Oh, and-
Tuesdays don't understand
Yeah. Oh, and I talk a lot.
the
And that-
struggles.
Yeah.
of
Me made run
starting
long.
on time.
Me made run long.
Me
makes run long always. At booze, I talk.
I'm like that I had enough technical difficulties to make our early start turn into like a normal start. So
Yeah. See, that's right. It's not
This
my
is pretty
fault.
much normal when,
Yeah.
we're still a
And
little
we're
early.
actually early.
Our
that was
break
my computer going.
Our break was short, though. We usually take a
So-
much longer break.
Yeah.
Matt
We ate
here,
before.
host here, anxiety-stricken person here. I'm always hoping everything goes smooth when we have guests, and I know our show. I don't even know how to explain our show. Like, hey, you want to come on and talk? Sometimes it's about buttholes and other stuff.
That's accurate, though.
Yeah, so
It's
you,
actually funny.
you guys,
Brian was like, "What's the prep work?" I was like, there's no prep work.
There
We
is
just kind
no-
of go on there."
yeah.
Be prepared to be asked about your butthole.
I tried to do-
your
Yeah.
all that
Be
stuff.
yourself and be a little defensive.
Yeah. Or be completely wide open.
Fuck you, Walt.
What?
Yeah.
A defensive
the
wide
best,
open.
The best that you can give to a guest that comes on, just let them know, be 100% wide open to talk about fucking anything.
True.
And possibly
Literally fucking
possibly be offended.
But
that's the icing.
Yeah, dude, so thank you guys for coming on. I really appreciate it.
I had a great
I did too.
Yeah,
thank
you guys. No, we definitely want to have you guys on our show as well. So
let's do it.
Awesome. Plug your stuff one more time.
Yeah, so YouTube, just search for youtube.com/Drink a Beer and Play a Game Official, as if someone's going to take that name anyway. But or just search for Drink a Beer and Play a Game. Instagram, Drink a Beer and Play a Game. Twitter @A Beer and a Game. Facebook, look for Drink a Beer and Play a Game. We're all over all these things. So, or our website, drinkabeerplayagame.com. That's where most of the actual beer reviews are, because they don't merely make for great videos, as we've learned. And patreon.com/Drink a Beer and Play a Game, where you can get all the bonus content we put out there.
Yeah.
We'll put the links in the description.
Yeah, yes, and I'm serious. I'm gonna go find all those Atari games and I will send them to you. I don't care. I just want them out of my stuff.
You're totally stuck.
Hey, I mean, I will never turn down doing
It's a whole box of them, and I feel as if I had a puppy that I needed to rehome. I feel like they're safest with you.
It's either plastic bag it or give it to somebody else.
Yeah, like, so I'll find them. I'll
dumpster puppy or new home.
Like how you gave that board game to Jason Bay a few
Yes!
weeks ago. Like,
I gave
look,
my
this belongs
friend-
to you
That was
now.
I gave my friend a Escape from the Death Star
I
from
would have street fought him for that.
1973.
I would have fought him
Holy shit.
in the
Man.
front of the house for that.
But you didn't.
You
And
fuck
he
up
was
our
here, you
friend
could've.
guest.
Because I showed him what I have in the garage, which is fucking gold.
Flex on
my
him.
full size.
I like it's not a basement fuck. It's
my
a front
full,
door.
My
front
full size
of the house.
original AT-AT in the garage.
I've never even seen that.
Well, you guys
You were out there when I fucking showed it to him.
I was drunk. Fuck you. All right.
Why is
We're never gonna get the fuck
me.
out of this.
Shut up, Dylan.
That's episode 219. Thank you, Jim. Thank you, Brian.
No, thank you guys.
Love you guys. We're gonna get out of here to the band. Actually, it's just a dude named Karl Casey with Black Rainbows from the album Tech Noir.
Shit's good.
Thanks, Carl.
It's a cool vibe to ride out the end of this episode. So yeah, once again, thank you, Jim. Appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Don't be dicks to each other till we see you on episode 220. Bye.
Bye now.